tonight. Don't drive distracted, fans. Pay attention to the road. And representing the CSEA is president of the Nassau CSEA. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a big round of applause right now for Mr. John Shepard. John, go ahead. Ducks manager Kevin Byers is waiting there for you. Good job, that was a sinker. I love the pitch. Once again, everybody, big round of applause for President of the Nassau CSEA, John Shepard. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, this is a very special guest. This is our K98.3 Teacher of the Month winner. Put your hands together, everybody, for Catherine Stacia. She's a kindergarten teacher at Albany Avenue Elementary School in Lindenhurst. Go ahead, Catherine. Throw a strike in there, Mr. Byers. Good job! All right, ladies and gentlemen, and finally, we have a very, very special guest here tonight with us. We are truly honored at Bethpage Ballpark to have him here. A member of the 2014 Sochi U.S. Winter Olympic team in men's luge. A long-time Ducks fan. Long Island resident from West Islip right here. And we have a special treat right now. Turn around and look at the video board. A Ducks fan since he was a kid. All right, everybody, right now, how about a big round of applause? Let's hear it for Aiden Kelly. Good job, Aiden. That had some buzz behind it. Thanks for coming out. It is our pleasure having you here at the ballpark.
The old Duck fans, for the protection of the players, coaches, umpires, and other fans, and in the spirit of good sportsmanship, the Long Island Ducks ask that you refrain from tossing any objects onto the field. Please do not stand, climb, sit, or lay on the dugout tops or the backstop netting. Laser pointers are prohibited here at Bethpage Ballpark. We also remind you that any spectator going onto the field, their play in any manner will be ejected and subject to arrest. Also, the Long Island Ducks are happy to have fans give any batted or thrown ball that goes into the stands tonight. And don't forget, in the spirit of safety, the Long Island Ducks would like to remind fans to stay alert at all times because thrown or batted balls may be very, very dangerous. In consideration of the health and comfort of others, smoking is prohibited in all areas of our ballpark. If you need to smoke, please head toward the suite lobby double doors located on the main concourse. They're right behind home plate. Barricaded attendant will assist you. The Long Island Ducks thank you for not smoking here at Bethpage Ballpark, making our ballpark smoke-free. And join the Long Island Ducks in a team spirit by being responsible about alcohol consumption. And now, fans, please take a look at the Duck Vision scoreboard in left center field. Here's an important word from Long Island Ducks coach Buddy Harrelson.
Hi, fans. Buddy Harrelson here. When we take the field, we have a plan. The Ducks in Suffolk County Stop DWI want you to have a plan too. If you're drinking alcohol, have a plan. Don't drink it.
And baseball fans, the Leah Side Farms proudly present your 2014 Grounds Crew, keeping the field the best in the Atlantic League. The Leah Side Farms serving Long Island for over 70 years. And now, fans, please direct your attention to the Duck Vision scoreboard in left center field. Here's a word from Geico.
15 minutes can save you 15% more on car insurance.
Everybody knows that.
Well, did you know that game show hosts should only host game shows?
Samantha, do you take Kevin as your lawfully wedded husband? Or would you rather have a new car? Say hello to the season's hottest convertible. Oh, and say goodbye to Samantha.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Show me how you do. I want something. it, how we go about this pumping music, I might lose it, gas to the roof, how we lose it, I don't care tonight, you don't care, we like almost there at the right time, ready to get live, ain't no surprise, take me so high, jumping on time, surfing on the ground.
This is Long Island Ducks baseball.
Justin Davies at the plate, the winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on, bouncing ball left side, off the mitt, up third baseman Brad Strauss. Here comes Willie Rodriguez. Justin Davies has done it again. The Ducks are one flag away from the championship. Jason Johnson makes the catch. He makes the catch, and the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden River Sharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions. Line bunts up the third baseline. Esquivel charging in. They're not going to have a play, and the Ducks are the champions of the Atlantic League here in 2012. Going back is Adam Bailey. He settles under it. He makes the catch. Adam Bailey makes the catch. And for a second straight year, the Atlantic League trophy will reside on Long Island. The Ducks are the Atlantic League champions.
And now it's time for the Long Island Ducks North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital pregame show.
Live from Bethpage Ballpark in Central Islip, New York, it's time once again for Long Island Ducks baseball. And tonight the Long Island Ducks take on the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs in the finale of a 4-game series with the defending back-to-back champions going for the sweep. Well, hello again, everyone. This is Chris King, and thanks so much for tuning in to Ducks Baseball tonight around the world at liducks.com and, of course, at youtube.com/DucksBaseball. And so far, things have gone just swimmingly for Long Island in this 4-game set against Southern Maryland. On Monday night, it was a 5-3 victory. Tuesday, a 5-0 blanking. And last night, a dramatic 3-2 win in 12 innings in which the Ducks tied the game in the bottom of the 9th on a solo homer by Jan Vasquez and then won it in the bottom of the 12th on a Cody Pucket double that brought home Joe Ash Brodeen. So a chance for the Ducks to put together their first 4-game winning streak of the season and close out this 7-game homestand in style if they can win it tonight, and they will send right-hander Jared Lansford to the hill. Thus far in the season, no record with a 4.05 earned run average. The Crabs will counter with Ian Marshall, a right-hander, 2-2, 3.55 earned run average. So that's our matchup. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll take a listen back just to how it happened last night and the incredible ending in the Ducks' 12-inning victory over the Blue Crabs, and we'll hear from the hero himself, Cody Pucket, who had the game-winning hit in the last of the 12. It's next on the pregame show.
Hi, this is manager Kevin Byers, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding healthcare right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at www.nslij.com.
Hey Ducks fans, your recreation destination this year is The Rinks at Hidden Pond Park. The Rinks features 2 full-size ice rinks, a 97-acre summer day camp, a New York State licensed preschool academy, and a wide variety of birthday party options. Learn to skate, join one of many hockey leagues, swim in an Olympic-sized pool, and enjoy all the fun that The Rinks has to offer. Visit us today at 660 Terry Road in Hauppauge or check us out online at therinks.com. The Rinks, your recreation destination.
Chris King back at Bethpage Ballpark before tonight's game between the Long Island Ducks and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. And what a night it was an evening ago here at the old Duck Pond as the Ducks recorded their first waddle-off win of 2014. They had won the first 2 games of the series, but trailed in this one last night 2-1 going to the bottom of the 9th inning. The very first batter up for the Ducks was Jan Vasquez, and the Blue Crabs had brought in their closer, the 6'7" right-hander Jim Ed Warden. Well, Vasquez was 23-year-old playing in his very first game as a Long Island Duck, and he was 0 for 3 at that point as he strode to home plate to begin the bottom of the 9th with his team down a run. Good spot here for his first hit as a Duck, right? 1-0 is well hit to right field. Jermaine Mitchell going back to the warning track, to the wall, leaps up, and it's gone! Jan Vasquez, first hit as a Long Island Duck, is a solo homer to right. That ties this game at 2 in the bottom of the 9th. Oh, my! Gets the low 5 from Kevin Baez at third, steps on the plate with one swing of the bat. It's a tie ball game. Unbelievable. Absolutely incredible. Well, I said it would be a good spot for his first hit as a Duck. I had no idea it would go over the wall off the big closer, Jim Ed Warden. Unbelievable. So, brand new ball game. 2-2 our score on Vasquez's first homer as a Duck. Here's Dan Lyons. Unbelievable. So what a spot for his first hit as a Duck in his first game as a Duck. So that would tie it. The Ducks would actually load the bases with 2 outs, but Randy Ruiz struck out to end the inning, and we went to extras. It stayed 2-2 to the bottom of the 12th, and with 1 out, Joe Ashbrodeen singled to left, Randy Ruiz singled to right. So the Ducks were set up first and second, 1 away for Cody Pucket.
Covering first base is David Speranza. At the high corner, Ballpark, it's Richard Katz.
This one well hit to center field. Dave Suppelt going back toward the warning track, reaching up. He can't get it. It'll be off the wall. Joe Ashbrodeen turns third. He will score. It's a game-winning double for Cody Pucket, and the Long Island Ducks have their first waddle-off win of the season. They take it 3-2 in 12 innings, and they are mobbing Cody Pucket out near second base. Oh, my!
Ladies and gentlemen, 47 scoreboard was not correct. The Long Island Ducks 3 runs, 14 hits, 1 error. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 2 runs, 8 hits, and 2 errors.
What a night. What a night for the Long Island Ducks. They tie it in the 9th on a Juan Vasquez homer. They win it in the 12th on a Cody Pucket double. Off the glove of Dave Suppelt in center field. Joe Ashbrodeen scores from second base, and on 3 straight 1-out hits, this one comes to an end. Again, your final tonight in 12 innings. The Long Island Ducks 3 and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 2. The Ducks have their first series win of the season here at home, and they run their winning streak to 3. So again, a big night for Long Island, and of course the hero Cody Pucket with that 1-out double to the warning track at dead center that plated Joe Ashbrodeen. I had a chance to talk to Pucket about the wild win last night. Here's Cody.
Yeah, definitely. We battled back. We were down all night and got a big hit from Jan in the 9th to send it to extras, and then got some runners on base, and luckily got one to fall and got the win.
Well, tell me your approach when you stepped to the plate in that big moment in the bottom of the 12th.
Well, I knew, he's trying to stay away, and so I wasn't trying to do too much and just put a good swing on it, and found a hole, and we got the victory.
Did you think it was going to go over his head when you first hit it?
No, because I know him. I played with him for a while. I hit one good in the first inning against him, and he ran it down. So right when I hit it, I was like, man, he's going to catch that one too. But tipped off the end of his glove and fell down.
What is your strategy when a mob of players is coming at you at second base?
You got to get out of the way. Get low, and brace yourself.
Does that ever get old, though, that feeling of winning a game?
Never. You can never do that. That's a great feeling. I mean, you can't describe it. So.
How about the night before, getting your first home run?
It was great. I mean, that felt good too. Finally getting one of those, get on the board, and hopefully start rolling.
What about the homer? Were you sure about that one? Because with the foul pole in play there, it was a little bit in doubt in my mind.
Yeah, I was trying to lean with it, trying to help do anything I could to keep it fair, and luckily it squeezed in there.
Well, this is your first taste of Atlantic League baseball. What have you seen from the league so far?
It's a good league, good competitive players, a lot of good pitching, good solid veteran players around, and it's a good atmosphere.
And how about the importance of tonight to try to complete what would be a 4-game sweep?
That would be awesome. We got to come out with intensity. Can't get lackluster out there. Just got to go out and play to win.
Well, Cody, congratulations on a big night last night, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
As the Ducks, Cody Pucket, again the hero in last night's 3-2 victory in 12 innings. We'll take a break, and when we come back, a closer look at the pitching matchup for tonight's finale of this 4-game series, with the Ducks going for their first 4-game winning streak of the season and their first sweep of a series here at home. They will send the right-hander Jared Lansford to the hill. He's got no record with a 4.05 ERA, and the Crabs, trying to salvage the finale of this set, will counter with Ian Marshall, their right-hander, who's 2-2 with a 3.55 earned run. run average.
Hi, this is Steve Foucault, pitching coach for the Ducks. You're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding healthcare right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at www.nslij.com.
Life without Ducks baseball.
Emily, quit texting. James, get off the iPad. Honey, pick a channel.
Life with Ducks baseball. Bethpage Ballpark is set. Quacker Jack is ready, and the flock is prepared to defend their title. All we need is you. For game times, promos, and tickets, visit liducks.com.
It's a blast. Now that's more like it.
Long Island Ducks baseball. Life is better here.
Chris King back at cloudy, overcast Bethpage Ballpark before tonight's game between the Long Island Ducks and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. The Ducks, with last night's victory, go to a season-high watermark of 2 games over 500. They come in 13-11, right now second place in the Liberty Division, 2.5 games back of the Somerset Patriots, as the Ducks got some help yesterday afternoon in Camden, New Jersey at Campbell's Field as the River Sharks beat the red-hot Patriots 7-5, so the Ducks again gained a full game with their extra-inning victory here last night. For Southern Maryland, their woes continue. With last night's loss, they are now 5 games under 500 at 10-15, last in the Freedom Division, and 7 games back of the league-best Lancaster Barnstormers, who now have a record of 17-8. So the Ducks are playing their best baseball of the season. Just the second time this year they've won 3 consecutive games. They've won 4 of their last 5, while the Blue Crabs have dropped 3 in a row and have lost 8 of 9. And the season series now favors Long Island 5-0. The Ducks have won all 5 games from the Blue Crabs and incredibly outscored them 27-7 in those 5 contests. If you go back to last year's playoffs, the Ducks swept Southern Maryland in the opening round, so Long Island now has an 8-game winning streak over the Blue Crabs, and going back to last year's regular season, they've won 10 of the last 11 meetings between the two teams. So Jared Lansford will try to deliver the sweep for Long Island. He's had 2 outings this season because of a lat strain, and he is trying to pick up his first win of the season, but he's pitched well in those 2 outings. No record, 4.05 earned run average. First time he'll face Southern Maryland. Ian Marshall's 2-2 for the Crabs, 3.55 earned run average, but one of his worst outings of the year was May 1st in Maryland, where the Ducks pounded him in an 11-1 victory. He gave up 8 runs, 4 of those earned in just a 4-inning stint. So that's our matchup. The Ducks have taken the field. We'll take one more break, and when we come back, the starting lineups on the first pitch of tonight's ball game.
Hi, this is Bud Harrelson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding healthcare right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at www.nslij.com.
Hi, I'm former Major Leaguer John Franco. Growing up in Brooklyn, I dreamed of playing professional baseball. My dad, a city employee, worked hard so I can live out that dream. The team at MCU is a lot like my dad. They're New Yorkers you can count on, and they'll work hard to help you reach your financial goals.
Municipal Credit Union has a full range of financial services that make sense in today's economy. Join today. Call 1-866-JOIN-MCU or visit nymcu.org.
MCU, strong, trusted, growing.
Yeah.
Wonderful job tonight by the Ocean Avenue Elementary School with our national anthem. The color guard at both first and third base is the Suffolk County Council Boy Scouts of America. Your starting lineups first for the visiting Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, as managed by Lance Burkhart. Jermaine Mitchell will lead it off in right field. Amadeo Zazueta is the two-hitter at short. Kyle Hankard will play left field and bat third, and the cleanup man is the third baseman, Craig Ziegler. Jake Opitz will DH and hit fifth. Dave Suppalt in center field bats sixth. Jose Julio Ruiz is the first baseman batting seventh. John DeZamba in the 8-hole at second base, and Johnny Bowden will catch and hit ninth. All that in support of the right-hander Ian Marshall, who makes his sixth appearance of the year and his sixth start. He's got a 2-2 record and a 3.55 earned run average. For Kevin Baez, Long Island Ducks, Phelan Lentini leads off in center field. Cody Pucket, last night's hero, bats second and plays second. Lou Ford is the DH in three-man, and Joe Ashbrodeen swings cleanup in right field. Randy Ruiz at first base hits fifth. Adam Bailey in left hits sixth. In the 7-hole, it's Keith Castillo, the catcher. Batting eighth, Chris McClendon, the third baseman. And playing shortstop and batting ninth, it's Dan Lyons. And right now on the hill going through his warm-ups, the 27-year-old right-hander from Scottsdale, Arizona, 6'2", 190-pound Jared Lansford, who makes just his third appearance of the year and his third start. Again, he battled a lat strain through training camp and to begin the year, so didn't pitch his first game until May 10th. He's had two appearances, both starts, a 0-0 record, and a 4.05 earned run average. Only worked 6 2/3 innings altogether, allowing 7 hits. He's walked 6 and struck out 9. So Lansford goes through his warm-ups, and defensively behind him tonight, Randy Ruiz is at first base, Cody Pucket at second, Dan Lyons the shortstop, and Chris McClendon at third. Adam Bailey's in left field, Phelan Lentini in center, Joe Ashbrodeen in right, and Keith Castillo does the catching. So again, a chance for the Ducks to put together their first 4-game winning streak of the year. If they can complete the sweep of the Blue Crabs, they beat them 5-3 Monday night. They beat them 5-0 Tuesday night. And then last night in 12 innings, they won it 3-2 for their first waddle-off win of the 2014 season. So can they complete the 4-game sweep of the Crabs, a team they've now beaten 8 straight times, dating back to last year's playoffs and regular season? We will find out. Jared Lansford, the right-hander, is ready, and the first to face him is the left-swinging right fielder for Southern Maryland, Jermaine Mitchell. So Mitchell getting ready, starts the night batting .206, no homers, 7 runs batted in. Again, cloudy, overcast conditions. The tarp was on the field most of the day, and most of the rain on Long Island fell this morning, and not so much after that. First pitch of tonight's ball game on the way, and that just missing outside for ball 1. So 1-0 to Mitchell as Lansford, the right-hander, toes the rubber from the extreme first base corner. Jared kicks and comes home. And that slap to left field. Adam Bailey running toward the line will make the basket catch for the first out. Nice job by Bailey. Covered a lot of ground in a hurry. So 60 degrees is our temperature tonight, and we've gone down, down, down. The first 2 games of the series, Monday and Tuesday, were 72 and 70. Last night 64, and tonight now 60 degrees. So 1 away, and here's the right swinging shortstop and 2-man for the Crabs, Amadeo Zazueta. Brings the bat above his right shoulder, and Lansford's pitch is on the outside corner at the knees for strike 1, says Derek Moshe, our home plate umpire tonight. David Speranza is at first, and Richard Katz, the man in black, at third. Lansford shakes off Castillo, and then comes 0-1. And that missing inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Zazueta on the year hitting .273, no homers, 6 runs batted in, his 27 hits on the season, tied for 4th most in the Atlantic League. Jared's 1-1 is up and away, 2 balls and a strike. Lansford's last outing was here Saturday in Game 2 of the doubleheader against the Camden River Sharks. River Sharks won the first game of the day, 6-4. Ducks returned the favor with a 6-4 win in the nightcap behind the pitching of Jared Lansford. Like a tennis match, 6-4, 6-4. They split the first 2 sets. Is here. Swinging and missing is Zazueta, and the count now 2-2. Lansford in that outing, 3 2/3 of 5-hit, 3-run ball with 3 walks and 4 Ks. And he's only pitched twice this year due to a lat strain that occurred in spring training and then delayed his first outing until May 10th in Lancaster. 2-2 pitch. is poked to the right side. The first baseman, Brodeen, flips to the pitcher, Lansford covering, or rather Ruiz, excuse me. Randy Ruiz at first tonight. Pitches underhand to Lansford covering, and the putout goes 3-1. So used to Joash Brodeen being over there at first base, but tonight Randy Ruiz, who has DH'd only as a Duck thus far, gets his first chance in the field. And Joash Brodeen out in right field tonight, not playing first base. So Randy Ruiz with his first chance to use the glove, and did so there, flipping to Jared Lansford to get out number 2. Kyle Hankard will bat here with 2 outs and nobody on. The 3-man is the left fielder, a right-handed hitter, and he takes strike 1. Hankard, the only member of Southern Maryland that has played in all 26 games for the Crabs this season, including tonight. 0-1 to him is low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Hankard batting .294, 2 homers, 10 runs batted in. Southern Maryland just has not been able to find their offense in this series at all. Ducks pitching has been outstanding in all 3 games. Crabs have scored only 5 runs in 30 innings of play. The 1-1 is up high, 2 balls and a strike, and credit the Ducks starters for that. The Ducks starting pitching has allowed those 5 runs in 22 innings of work for an ERA of a little over just 2 per game. 2-1 coming to Hankard. And that nails the inside corner to level the count at 2-2. 400 feet the wall is at center field here at Bethpage Ballpark. 325 down the lines. And right now the breeze pushes across from left towards right. Just a very slight breeze as we see the flags down the right field line. 2-2 pitch. Curveball, foul back over the netting and just to our right here. Our location up on the concourse level in the press box directly behind home plate. Beautiful seat. See everything, including all the movement on the pitches when you're directly behind home plate. So Hankard battling here to try to keep himself and the inning alive. In a scoreless game, top of the first, 2 out, nobody aboard. Lansford's 2-2 once more is grounded foul just past Blue Crabs manager Lance Burkhart there, who jumped out of the way. Of course, Burkhart, an all-star player for many years in this league as a catcher with the Lancaster Barnstormers, and also played 1 season for Southern Maryland, and he is their rookie skipper. Hankard slightly open from the right for another 2-2 here from Lansford, the younger of the 2 Lansford brothers on Long Island. Another tapper foul back behind the plate near the on-deck circle where Craig Ziegler hopes to get a chance to hit here in the first. Jared Lansford has won back-to-back titles for the Ducks, but each of the last 2 years he has pitched exactly 47 games each season, but all in relief. In fact, he had not started a ball game in his career in the last 5 years prior to this season. Wanted to go back to the starting role, and Kevin Baez, the coaching staff and management agreed. The 2-2 is popped up here, high in the air, foul first base side. Randy Ruiz over, but it'll get into the second level of seats. So Jared reached out to Kevin and everybody during the offseason and said, hey, I'd like to try to go back to starting, a role he had success in early in his career. But then again, the last 5 years it was relief and all relief. So he went 3 innings in his first outing at Lancaster. No decision in a 5-0 win. And then 3 2/3 here Saturday in Game 2 of the doubleheader against Camden. Again, a no decision, but another Duck win. 2-2 is a fastball high at the letters to run it full. So although he doesn't have a decision, the Ducks are 2-0 in the 2 games that Jared Lansford has pitched. And Kevin said pretty much the same pitch count as everybody else that's pitched in this series. Right around 100 pitches he'd like to keep it to. Maybe between 90 and 100 for Jared coming off that injury. And again, switching from reliever to starter. Here's his payoff. And not a swing and a miss. He struck him out. He'll be tagged by Keith Castillo to make it official. And on his first strikeout of the night, the side retired in order. Middle of the first inning at Bethpage Ballpark tonight. It's the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 0, and the Long Island Ducks coming to bat.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Bobby Blevins, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicoloc paving stones and walls. Nicoloc's specially formulated Paver Shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver Shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicoloc. Visit the Nicoloc Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicoloc.com.
Let Nicoloc Pavers, pave your way.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to.
Well, no score as we head to the bottom of the first, and the Ducks and Municipal Credit Union have teamed up this season to present the Walk with a Purpose promotion. Every time a Long Island Ducks player walks, Municipal Credit Union will make a donation to the Quackerjack Foundation. Municipal Credit Union serving members since 1916. Well, defensively tonight for the Crabs, they have Jose Julio Ruiz at first base, John DiZamba at second, Amadeo Zazueta is the shortstop, and Craig Ziegler at third. Kyle Hankards in left, Dave Suppelt in center, Jermaine Mitchell in right, Johnny Bowden does the catching, and just completing his warm-ups on the hill, the 27-year-old right-hander, who is a Maryland native. He's from Gaithersburg, Maryland. 6'3", 225-pound Ian Marshall, who makes his 5th appearance of the season, or check that, 6th appearance of the year, and his 6th start. A 2-2 record and a 3.55 ERA for Ian Marshall. First to see him, Feilant Lentini, the center fielder from the right side for Long Island. Marshall's first pitch is on the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. Lentini on the year hitting .265, no homers, 15 runs batted in. No score, last to the first. 0-1 here, bounced up the middle. Will it get through? Cut off by the second baseman, DiZamba, but he has no play. And it's a single up the middle for Feilant Lentini, who went 0 for 6 last night in the 12-inning win to watch his 4-game hitting streak come to an end. So good start for Lentini.
Second baseman, number 2, Cody Pucket, number 2.
And we will keep an eye on Lentini because Monday here he stole 2 bases. Tuesday he stole 2 bases. He is 4 for 4 stealing in this series, and he's a perfect 9 for 9 in stealing this year. So he's yet to be caught all year. And now Cody Pucket, last night's hero, stands in. Second baseman batting second from the right side. Lentini already to the cutout, and throwing over is Ian Marshall, who's obviously concerned and with good reason. Ducks are 6 for 6 as a team stealing in this series. And over the season, they have 17 swipes in 20 tries. They've been very successful running. Pucket here puts a charge into it in right center. I think that's going to split the outfielders. It will. It rolls all the way to the warning track where it's cut off. Lentini will turn third. They're going to send him home. Here comes the throw. Head first slide. He's in there. It's an RBI double for Cody Pucket, and the Ducks with an early 1-0 lead here in the last of the first. So Cody Pucket picking up where he left off. Last night it was a double to dead center in the bottom of the 12th that scored Joe Ashbrodeen from second to win the game. This time he gets Feilant Lentini all the way home from first base, and Long Island 2 batters in with a 1-0 lead.
Lou Ford, number 20.
What a start for the Ducks. Cody Pucket picks up RBI number 13 on the season and his 4th run batted in of this series. And boy, was Feilant Lentini flying, and that head-first slide into home plate to touch the dish with his hands. Here's Lou Ford, the DH and 3-man from the right side, and he takes a strike. Ford batting .376 coming in, second best average in the Atlantic League. 4 homers, 22 RBIs. That's 3rd best in the circuit. 0-1 to Ford is foul back to the top of the netting for strike 2. Well, if you believe in these things, this is a very good omen for Long Island because the Ducks have only scored first in a game 5 times this year in their previous 24 contests. The good news, every single time they've scored first, they've won the game. They are perfect 5-0 this year when scoring first. It doesn't happen a lot, but when it does, it means good things. Lou pokes one into right field, where Mitchell coming in will make the catch, and Puckett will have to hold at second. So Lou Ford flies out to right for the first out here in the home first. We'll bring up Joash Brodin, the switch-hitting right fielder.
Batting in the cleanup position for Long Island, right fielder, number 22, Joash Brodin, number 22.
So here is Brodin, batting left against the righty Ian Marshall. And Joash hitting .242 with 3 homers and 12 knocked in. Good start for the Ducks, a 1-0 lead. Puckett at second with 1 away for Brodin, who scored the game-winning run last night in the bottom of the 12th. So see if Joash can kind of reverse things from last night. Again, last night it was Brodin at second, Puckett at the plate to win the game, and now they have Puckett at second and Joash at home. Ball 1 from Ian Marshall. 1-0 is also away for ball 2. Marshall has tossed 25 1/3 innings, allowing 26 hits. He's walked 8 and struck out 12. Check of Puckett at second, and now the 2-0. Taken all the way for a strike. It's 2-1. This is Ian Marshall's second season with Southern Maryland, second year in the Atlantic League, and just his 4th year of pro ball for the 27-year-old. No major league experience, had 2 years of rookie and A-ball only, both in the Braves organization. 2-1 is on the ground to short. That'll get Puckett to third as Zueta will throw to first. So 2 away, Puckett 90 feet away from scoring for Randy Ruiz.
Hitting in the fifth position for Long Island, first baseman, number 50, Randy Ruiz, number 50.
As I mentioned, Randy playing the field for the first time in his 3 games as a Duck. Made his Ducks debut here on Tuesday night as a DH. DH'd again last night. And in his first 2 games, Randy Ruiz has hits in both and batting .222, 2 for 9 in his first 2 contests. No homers and a run knocked in. Here he takes inside for ball 1. So Ducks have Puckett at third with 2 away now for Ruiz. Marshall from the middle of the rubber set. And this fastball way upstairs for ball 2. Outfield straight away and pretty deep, respecting the power of the former big leaguer. 2-0. Well hit down the right field line. A long run for Jermaine Mitchell over toward the line. And in foul territory, he's able to make the catch to retire the side. But not before the Ducks get a run on 2 hits and leave 1. To the second we go in CI. It's the Long Island Ducks 1 and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs nothing.
Hi, this is Adam Bailey, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on Earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the Hebrew National Picnic Area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as a color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, display your group's artwork, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. Life is better here.
Ducks Ducks with a 1-0 lead as we go to inning number 2, and we check in with the Ducks Health Report. It's brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapist of the Long Island Ducks. Sergio Miranda still day-to-day with a little bit of a hamstring injury, but otherwise the Ducks are 100% healthy, and that is good news as they close out a 7-game homestand here tonight and prepare to embark on a 7-game road trip that begins tomorrow night down in Sugar Land, Texas, the first of 4 there. And then on to Lancaster, PA for the final 3 games of that trip. Ducks will be back home 1 week from tomorrow, Friday, May the 30th, when they welcome in the Somerset Patriots for a battle of the first-place teams right now atop the Liberty Division. The Ducks 2.5 back of the first-place Patriots.
Craig Ziegler.
So 1-0 Long Island. Jared Lansford for the Ducks retired the side in order in the opening inning, and that means he starts with a cleanup man and third baseman. From the right side, Craig Ziegler manicures the dirt at his feet. Ziegler, a .250 hitter, 5 homers, tied for 5th in the league, and also 5th in the ATL with 18 runs batted in. Lansford's pitch is well hit to right field. Joe Ash-Brodeen barely has to move, though, to make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. Had him played perfectly. That'll bring up Jake Opitz, the DH.
Designated hitter, number 2, Jake Opitz, number 2.
So Opitz, one of 4 left-handed batters in the lineup tonight for Lance Burkhart, digs in. .308 his batting average, and that moves him up to 9th best in the Atlantic League. He's got 3 homers and 11 runs batted in. Down and away misses Jared Lansford, ball 1. 1-0 Ducks in the top of the second. And Lansford so far 4 up, 4 down. 1-0 to Opitz. Up high, checked his swing at the letters, 2-0. Opitz a solo homer to right field in the top of the 6th last night. That gave the Crabs a 2-0 lead at the time. He had a terrific game. He was 3 for 5, scored both of their runs, and drove in the other. Here he takes a strike, and it's 2-1. So Opitz, as we mentioned, with that 3 for 5 effort, pushed his batting average into the top 10 in the Atlantic League. 2-1. Swung through there as it was off the plate and couldn't get a hold of it, and the count now 2-2. Some of the crowd still filing in here on a bit of a chilly, overcast evening for baseball. 2-2 is skied in foul territory. First base side for Randy Ruiz, and with 2 hands he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting in the 6th position, the center fielder number 4, Dave Sevelt, number 4.
So 2-away, nobody aboard, and here's the 6th man from the right side, the center fielder Dave Sevelt, batting .333 in his 5 games as a Blue Crab. One of the several newcomers on the roster. He's yet to homer and driven in 2. Here he takes right down the middle for a strike, and Sevelt almost made an amazing catch in the bottom of the 12th last night on that ball hit by Cody Pucket to dead center field of the warning track that won the game. Bounces it here wide of third for strike 2. He twisted one way, went the other, back to home plate, ball over his shoulder. I believe it ticked off the heel of his glove. Hit the warning track, hit the wall, and the celebration was on for Long Island. But boy, if he had made that catch, literally a game-saving catch in the bottom of the 12th of a 2-2 game. And Cody Pucket in our pregame show said he knows Sevelt, and Sevelt has taken away many of those hits in their time together, playing against each other. Here he pops it up again, foul territory, first base side. Ruiz over near his own dugout, reaching into the photographer's well, but it's just a little too far out of his reach. Boy, he went in there hard, did big Randy Ruiz, but couldn't come up with it. Just past his outreached glove there, and now he'll trot back into position. So the count remains 0-2 on Sevelt. Boy, Sepelt's done a nice job since joining Southern Maryland. Hits in all 5 games as a Crab, and the only Southern Maryland player with hits in all 3 games of this series prior. Here he pops it foul out of play again behind home plate. Keith Castillo will give it a look, but it's well back. And right now, Jared Lansford throwing nothing but strikes to Dave Sappelt. Sappelt in the series, exactly what his batting average is. He's batting .333 for the year, and he's 4 for 12 in the series. Again, the only Crab with hits in all 3 games, and those 4 hits are tied for the team lead in the series along with Craig Ziegler. Outside, misses Jared Lansford. There's ball 1. No major league experience for Jared Lansford. Spent 7 years in the A's organization from rookie ball all the way through AAA, but never got to pitch in Oakland. Lined right into the glove of the leaping third baseman Chris McClendon, and that will retire the side. Another 1-2-3 for Lansford and L.I. Middle of the second inning, the Ducks lead the Blue Crabs 1-0.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Brett Lauren, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
James Simmons is going back. He is looking up, and on in the park night, that one is gone and reaches a kennel in Central Islip.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
It's your money, and you have the power to save it. Make a few simple changes, and you can use less electricity and save real money. By installing Energy Star light bulbs and products for your home, you can save hundreds of dollars each year. At PSEG Long Island, we're working hard to serve you in the way you deserve. Check out our energy-saving tips and tools at psegLINY.com/save money.
We go to the last of the second. Ducks with a 1-0 lead, and the 6th man and left fielder from the left side, Adam Bailey, to lead it off for Long Island against right-hander Ian Marshall. Marshall's first pitch to Bailey is in there for a strike on the outside corner. 0-1 to Adam, who's hitting .231, tied for the team lead with 4 homers, and he's driven in 13. 0-1 is inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Ian Marshall's last outing was Saturday at home in a 7-2 loss to the Lancaster Barnstormers. 1-1 is just away for ball 2. In that game, he went 4 1/3, allowed a season-high 6 earned runs against, tied his season high by surrendering 8 hits, had 3 walks a season high, and fanned 3. 2-1 is away for ball 3. So far he has kept it away from the power-hitting left-hander, and right now real good hitters count for Adam Bailey at 3 balls and a strike. 1-0 Ducks in the bottom of the second. This one tomahawked to dead center field. Dave Sappelt going back to the warning track, to the wall, and that ball is gone! A solo homer for Adam Bailey, his team leading 5th of the year, and it's 2-0 Long Island. Slaps the hand of Kevin Baez at third, makes his way to the plate where Keith Castillo awaits him. Another Bailey blast, and he has doubled Long Island's lead. Now, we told you that's a good hitter's count, and Marshall knew he had to give him something to hit or put him aboard, and Adam Bailey did his thing, putting it over the Mr. Softy sign just to the right of center field. Here's Keith Castillo, first pitch swinging, and he flies it to center. Sappelt will track this one down almost in the same direction that Bailey hit the homer, and that's the first out of the inning. So Adam Bailey, as we told you, came in tied for the team lead in homers with Lou Ford, but he now the first Duck to 5 homers this year, as Bailey picks up run batted in 14 on the season. 2-0 Ducks, 1 out, nobody aboard, and here's Chris McClendon in the 8-hole tonight as the left-swinging third baseman. McClendon batting $150 on the year, has yet to homer or drive in a run. As Marshall misses high with ball 1. Chris's only appearance in this series was as a pinch runner last night for Randy Ruiz in the bottom of the 12th. So he gets to the plate for the first time in the 4-game set and takes a changeup high and outside for ball 2. Ducks building that picket fence now on the scoreboard in left center with single runs in both the first and second innings, and we see some of those umbrellas the fans have brought popping up here tonight. And as I look into the lights, it's very, very light rain right now, and the possibility that some will come our way during this game, but we are hopeful to get it in the finale of the series and the finale of a 7-game homestand in which the Ducks right now are 4-2, so a chance to make it a great homestand. 2-1 is fisted foul behind home plate. 2-2 now on Chris McClendon. Got to remember, the Ducks, when they started this homestand, had just 3 home wins all year. The 2-2 pitch. Did it hit him? I think Chris tried to jump out of the way of it, and he was able to do so. Ducks started the year 3-7 here at home. So they actually didn't start the homestand. They actually started the homestand with just 2 home wins, but started this series at 3-7, and now have won 3 straight home games since. So they only won 3 home games all year in their first 10. Now they've won 3 in a row since. Payoff pitch to McClendon, and that low for ball 4. So there's our first Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quackerjack Foundation wins.
That's another Long Island Duck walk with a purpose. Every time a Long Island Duck batter walks here home, Municipal Credit Union makes donation to the Quackerjack Foundation.
So meeting on the mound here as Ian Marshall is greeted by his catcher Johnny Bowden and his third baseman Craig Ziegler. Batter for Long Island is the shortstop and 9-man Dan Lyons. And that homer by Adam Bailey, we mentioned his 5th of the year, the Ducks' 17th of the season. If the Ducks hit 100 home runs this year, they've met the Chappie's Home Run Challenge, and Chappie's Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. Ducks with 17 home runs as they play game number 25 tonight in a 140-game season. So McClendon, the 1-out runner at first for Dan Lyons at the dish, and throwing over is Ian Marshall. Chris McClendon has attempted 1 stolen base all year, and he was not successful. Feilat Lentini waits on deck. 2-0 Ducks in the second. Single run in each of the first 2 frames. Another throw over here, as I'm sure Marshall the last couple of nights has watched the Ducks run wild, although last night Long Island didn't attempt the stolen base, but as we mentioned, they were 4 for 4 Monday in stealing, 2 for 2 Tuesday. Marshall peering over his left shoulder at McClendon. He does not go, and breaking ball hits the outside corner on Lyons for a strike. Talked about Ian Marshall having 1 previous appearance against the Ducks, and boy, it did not go well. Back on May 1st in Waldorf, Maryland, in game 1 of a doubleheader, he was the loser in an 11-1 Long Island win. Lasted only 4 innings of that 7-inning affair. He'll throw over to first. Marshall gave up 8 hits, 8 runs, only 4 of those earned, 2 walks and 1 strikeout. Oh-1 is a slider down and away. 1 ball and 1 strike now on Dan Lyons. So again, I think the weather has kept the crowd down a little bit tonight. The Ducks had a chance to welcome in their 6th millionth fan tonight, but certainly is going to come up short of the 4,666 that was needed. So I can tell you that 6 millionth fan will arrive during the next home game a week from tomorrow. 1-1 is pounded slowly toward third, but it crosses over foul and is grabbed there by Craig Ziegler. Ball and 2 strikes now on Dan Lyons. So once we get the attendance tonight, we'll tell you exactly what number fan will be the lucky one to come through the turnstiles as the 6th millionth fan in Long Island Ducks history. And And they'll be the first independent league baseball team ever to hit 6 million fans in just a little over 14 years of play. They're in their 15th anniversary season. But again, the Ducks tonight are playing just their 14th home game of this year. Chance to get back to 500 at home with a win tonight as well. Again, Ducks trying for their first 4-game winning streak of the season with a victory tonight and their first sweep of any series at home. 1-2 pitch. Again, that slider, which Marshall is really throwing again and again and again. But he kept it too far outside that time, and the count levels on Danny Lyons at 2 balls and 2 strikes as Lyons checks down with Kevin Baez at third to see if they have anything on here. Marshall peers into Bowden. McClendon does not go, and Lyons grounds it to third. Ziegler to second for 1. DeZamba taken out on a nice slide there by McClendon to prevent any chance at the double play. So good hard baseball by Chris McClendon keeps the inning alive for Long Island. Fielder's choice 5-4. McClendon forced out.
Back to the top of the order for your Long Island Ducks. The center fielder, number 24. Phelan Lentini, number 24.
Lyons, the 2-out runner at first. And here's Phelan Lentini, who singled up the middle and scored back in the opening inning. So good to see Lentini get back on track. As we mentioned, that 4-game hitting streak he took into last night's game, and as the leadoff man in a 12-inning game, he got 6 at-bats, but went 0 for 6. Here the fastball by Marshall runs wide for ball 1. Lentini, 27 hits on the year, tied for 4th most in the league. Tacked on another tonight, so make it 28. And now ball in the dirt, gets away from the catcher Bowden, and Dan Lyons alertly will take second base.
Everybody clap your hands.
So a wild pitch on Ian Marshall puts another man in scoring position for Long Island. Let's see if Lentini can make him pay here. As Phelan ahead in the count, 2-0. Marshall a check of Lyons. And then the pitch. In there for a strike, 2-1. Still just very light rain that's falling. Those that have the umbrellas have them up. A lot of folks with ponchos with the hoods pulled up now that were down earlier in the game. And a 2-1 pitch to follow. Low and outside, 3-1. Well, this was where he was on Adam Bailey before Bailey crushed it over the wall in right center to add to the Long Island lead, which is 2. And Marshall now kicking away at that brush on the back of the mound to get some of the mud off his cleats. So Phelan Lentini resets at the dish. Long stare into Bowden and then comes set above his belt. 3-1. Bounce to the left side and through. Craig Ziegler into left field. Dan Lyons is going to try to score. Kyle Hankard comes up throwing, not in time. It's an RBI single for Phelan Lentini, who takes second on the throw home. Dan Lyons slides home, and it is now 3-0 Long Island. And an early visit from his pitching coach, Joe Gannett. So Phelan Lentini, a night after going 0 for 6, is now 2 for 2 with a run scored and a run batted in. For Lentini, it's RBI number 16 on the season. He trails only Lou Ford, who's got 22.
Batting for Long Island, the second baseman, number 2, Cody Pucket, number 2.
So Cody Pucket, who doubled to right center to drive in Phelan Lentini in the first inning, stands in. Ducks with 1 in the first, 2 in the second, and a 3-0 lead. And Lentini alertly taking second base when the left fielder Kyle Hankert's throw came home, and Pucket is plunked. So Ian Marshall on the first pitch, after talking it over with Joe Gannon, his pitching coach, hits the batter. And now it gets tougher for Ian Marshall as Lou Ford strides to home plate.
Lou Ford, number 20.
That's strange right now. It's almost like the sun is trying to fight its way through the clouds. It may be the brightest it's been all night. Lights have been on all night due to the overcast skies. And here is Lou Ford, who flew to right his first time up. But one of the best hitters in the league this season is Ford, standing in with 2 on and 2 out. He takes down and away, and the count 1-0. Talked about Lou's batting average of .376 overall. Here at home, he has hit .451 on the season. And a foul tip there into the glove of Bowden. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ford trying to extend a bunch of streaks. Been on base on 17 straight games. Only player in the league to do that. But here he gets under it into right field for Jermaine Mitchell. Drifting in underneath it, making the catch to retire the side. But not before the Ducks pick up 2 runs on 2 hits. There was a walk, a hit batsman, and 2 men left. 2 complete on Long Island tonight. It's now the Ducks 3 and the Blue Crabs nothing.
Hey fans, this is infield Sergio Miranda, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey Ducks fans, your recreation destination this year is The Rinks at Hidden Pond Park. The Rinks features 2 full-size ice rinks, a 97-acre summer day camp, a New York State licensed preschool academy, and a wide variety of birthday party options. Learn to skate, join one of many hockey leagues, swim in an Olympic-sized pool, and enjoy all the fun that The Rinks has to offer. Visit us today at 660 Terry Road in Hauppauge, or check us out online at therinks.com. The Rinks, your recreation destination.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Our Ducks with a 3-0 lead as we go to inning number 3, and we take a look at the action yesterday in the Atlantic League. There were a couple of matinees at Campbell's Field in Camden, New Jersey. Ducks got some help from the River Sharks as they beat the Somerset Patriots 7-5. In Lancaster, Pennsylvania at Clipper Magazine Stadium, the Barnstormers got a walk-off homer in the bottom of the ninth from James Skelton, and they beat Bridgeport 5-4. The only other night game last night was in Sugar Land, Texas, where the York Revolution beat the Skeeters 3-1. And, of course, we'll keep you up to date on all 3 of those out-of-town games tonight. Again, everybody plays at night tonight. All those series are 4-game sets that wrap up this evening. Somerset trying to take 3 of 4 from Camden. Lancaster trying to sweep Bridgeport. And York trying to take 3 of 4 from Sugar Land. And we'll keep our eye on Texas tonight because Tracy McGrady, the former NBA All-Star, is pitching for just the 2nd time ever for the Skeeters tonight. He had 1 previous outing as a starter 12 days ago, went an inning and a third, 2 hits, 2 runs, and then again a dozen days off between starts for the 6'8" former basketball star who's now trying to make it as a pitcher. And unfortunately for the Ducks, they won't get to see McGrady as the Ducks will be in Sugar Land, Texas tomorrow. But McGrady, as we said, threw about 35 pitches in that first outing, and Gary Gaetti playing it very cautiously with this guy trying to make a career change from basketball to baseball, and I'm sure he'll have probably a week off between starts after pitching again tonight, but we'll let you know how he does. Jared Lansford, meanwhile, has been terrific for Long Island. 6 up and 6 down to begin the game, and that means he starts the top of the 3rd with the 7-man, and first baseman from the left side, Jose Julio Ruiz, who takes ball 1. And now the 1-0 is low. 2-0. Julio Ruiz batting .284, 3 homers, 10 runs batted in. Sat out last night, but had hits in each game here Monday and Tuesday, a homer Monday, a double Tuesday, and boy, his home run cleared both walls in right field. 3-0 Ducks as we start the third. One hop rocket to short for Dan Lyons. Fires across the diamond, and there's one away. Boy, he hits every ball hard, does Julio Ruiz.
The second baseman, number 8, John DeZamba.
Well, just as quickly as the umbrellas went up, they have come down. The sun is trying to break through, and actually can see some sunshine out in right center. Incredible. It has kind of fought its way through the clouds. There's a beautiful rainbow right now over the right field wall. Incredible, bright, multicolored rainbow there. Very wide one as well. Standing in is John DeZamba. Jared Lansford starts him out with an inside strike. The second baseman bats from the left side. 8th in the order tonight is DeZamba. On the year, his average .091. No homers, no ribbies. Missing wide here is Lansford, a ball and a strike. And DeZamba has played just 11 games, or excuse me, has played just 4 games for Southern Maryland, 1 for 11 in those 4 games. That'll give you that .091 average. Takes away, and it's 2-1. DeZamba's only game was Monday here, and the Ducks 5-3 win. He went 0 for 4. So looking to find his rhythm. Here's another one of the newcomers for the Crabs, John DeZamba. He'll get a 2-1. Swung through it a little bit late, and it evens up. Boys, Jared Lansford looked good here. Through 2 1/3, 7 batters faced, 7 batters retired. 2-2. Fisted foul to the backstop, and the count holds. So again, we'll keep you up to date on everything in the Atlantic League tonight throughout the course of this ball game, but especially keep an eye on big Tracy McGrady on the hill tonight down in Texas. And we will keep you posted on that big hockey game tonight as well at Madison Square Garden. Game 3, Eastern Conference Finals, Rangers and Canadians, with the Blue Shirts trying to win their 3rd straight game of that series. Popped up foul out of play down the left field line here. The third baseman McClendon over, but it's well in. And he'll have a long ride back. Ducks with 3 runs on 4 hits. Southern Maryland still looking for their first base runner here, 1 out into the 3rd. DeZamba ready for another 2-2 from Lansford. And that low and outside. He's run the count full. Here's the payoff. And that tap foul to the backstop. So a real good battle here by DeZamba to keep his at-bat going and fight off pitch after pitch from Jared Lansford. Windmills the bat a couple of times, brings it up above his left shoulder. And the 3-2 once more is drilled foul. Almost took out a teammate. Coaching down at first. Had to spin out of the way of it. I believe that's Eric Massingham, one of the relief pitchers. It might be Jeremy Owens, the hitting coach. Have to check on that. Tough to see from here. Yeah, I think that's J.O., who's inactive these days on the roster. 3-2 low and away. So a terrific at-bat by DeZamba. And the first base runner of the game for Southern Maryland is their second baseman.
Hitting the 9th position for the Blue Crabs, catcher number 19, Johnny Bowden. Number 19.
So to bring up the 9-man and catcher, Johnny Bowden from the right side. 1 on, 1 out. Blue Crabs down 3 here in the 3rd. Bowden hitting .290 with a pair of homers and 2 runs knocked in. Lansford misses away with ball 1, so that breaks up the run of 7 in a row retired by Jared Lansford to start tonight's ball game. (1-0). Inside, boy, very close, as it was framed nicely by Keith Castillo, but he didn't get the call. Bowden also only played in Monday's game, and he went 0 for 3. Bowden was the guy the Ducks really ran wild on. 4 steals in 4 tries. Dizamba to the cutout at first, holds it there. Does not go. And a check swing, they appeal to first. David Speranza said he held up, and it's ball 3. So, boy, Jared Lansford was cruising along, 7 up, 7 down, before that great at-bat by Dizamba, where he kept fouling away pitch after pitch and eventually worked out a walk on a 3-2 offering. And now it's 3 straight balls to Bowden. Taking all the way, he sees strike 1. Ball got away. Randy Ruiz will make sure there's no advance and get it back to Jared Lansford. Top of the third, 3-0 Ducks trying to sweep the 4-game series from Southern Maryland, trying to go to 6-0 against the Crabs this year, and trying to win their 9th straight game against Southern Maryland, including the 2013 playoffs, which was a 3-game sweep for Long Island. And boy, in the series, the numbers are just unbelievable. The Ducks have outscored the Crabs 27-7 in winning the 5 games between the clubs. 3-1 is low and inside, so it's back-to-back walks for Jared Lansford, and that'll bring the tying run to the plate in Jermaine Mitchell. So a little meeting between Keith Castillo, the catcher, Jared Lansford, the pitcher, and first baseman Randy Ruiz.
What do you want?
Back to the top of the order for Jermaine Mitchell.
Back to the top of the order for Blue Crabs, right fielder number 20, Jermaine Mitchell, number 20.
And Mitchell at the top of the order tonight because Brian Barton, who batted leadoff in the first 3 games of this series, went 0 for 13 in the series. Watched his average dip to 150 on the season, so Barton sits it out tonight. And Jermaine Mitchell is the leadoff man who flew out to left his first time up. Great running basket catch toward the line for Adam Bailey. Ball 1, though, here to Mitchell. Mitchell on Tuesday night was 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. And he has struck out 24 times now this year. That's 4th most in the Atlantic League. That's what Jared Lansford would love here, a strikeout or a double play ground ball. Boy, just missing in. He is not missing by a lot. It's not like he's wild. But right now, I'm sure Jared Lansford thinks he's getting squeezed a little bit by home plate umpire Derek Moshe. Keith Castillo is just not moving the glove. He's hitting the target, just not getting the calls right now. It's 2-0. And now he wants to reset, does Jared Lansford. Top of the third, Ducks lead at 3-0, but Southern Maryland with first and second and 1 away for Jermaine Mitchell. 2-0 pitch. And he gets a big strike there. Boy, you don't want to run behind 3-0 after back-to-back walks. And it's 2-1. Mitchell 1 for 3 last night with a single. Had the only walk worked out by Southern Maryland, which is a tribute to the Ducks pitching staff to only have 1 base on balls in a 12-inning game. And he also stole a base. Lansford's 2-1 will be delayed here as he'll step off, bringing John Dizamba back to second base. Crabs still looking for their first hit of the game, but they're threatening here after the back-to-back 3 free passes. 2-1. Outside for ball 3. Jared Lansford sort of snapping at that return throw from Keith Castillo. You can tell he's upset with himself, and he knows he's not far off. Just right now not getting that strike call he needs. So really, really big pitch here at 3-1. Low in the dirt, and he has walked the bases loaded. 3 consecutive one-out walks. Tying runs are aboard. The go-ahead run now at the plate. And here comes Steve Foucault, the pitching coach of the Long Island Ducks, to settle down his right-hander. Big moment in the game. I know it's early, but it's still a big moment. And again, we told you fans that the 6 millionth fan will come through the turnstiles the next time the Ducks are home. That'll be Friday, May 30th, when they take on the Somerset Patriots. And a lucky fan will receive some terrific prizes, such as throwing out the ceremonial first pitch. They'll get their name on the Bethpage Ballpark scoreboard, a jersey with the 6 millionth fan on the back. And again, it's incredible festivities. If you've ever been here for it before, the Ducks will roll out the red carpet at the entrance. The confetti will fly when fan number 6 million comes through the turnstile. That fan's picture will be put up on the Ducks official website at liducks.com, and much, much more. Andrea Pizzo was the 5 millionth fan, and you could be number 6 million if you come out to the game the next time the Ducks are home, Friday, May 30th, a 7:05 start against the Somerset Patriots. Here's Amadeo Zazueta with the bases loaded and 1 out. And he takes the first pitch after watching 3 straight walks, and it is strike 1. Zazueta grounded out to the first baseman, Randy Ruiz, back in the opening inning. Crabs here down 3, but have 3 men on with 1 out for their shortstop. And he pops it up foul behind home plate into the upper deck for strike 2. So boy, 3 straight walks. Steve Foucault comes out. A couple of words of wisdom, maybe a couple of mechanical changes. And it's strike 1 and now strike 2 to Zazueta. Zazueta just 1 for 14 in this series.
Hey, Quacker Jack, one with Grandma?
0-2 coming. And that way up high, out of his crouch, popped Keith Castillo to make sure that nobody advanced on the base path. 3-0 Ducks in the third here, but Southern Maryland hitless but threatening thanks to 3 walks. The 1-2 pitch is poked foul near the Ducks on deck circle. The ball boy just lifting his legs out of the way. And the count holds. Boy, Jared Lansford been out there a long time after a 1-2-3 first, a 1-2-3 second. Got a ground ball to short to start the third and hasn't retired a man since. 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So blew a fastball by him above the belt for out number 2 on his second K of the evening.
Jared Lansford puts a K on the Cradle of Aviation K board, located in section 210 along the right field line. Blue Crabs left fielder number 15, Kyle Hankard. Number 15.
So here is Kyle Hankard, the 2-out hitter with the bases loaded. He struck out swinging his first time up, but he brings in a .294 average, and even better, a .439 on base percentage. Second best in the league because he leads the Atlantic League in walks with 21. A walk would bring in a run here. First pitch to Hankard is in the dirt. Good block by Castillo to prevent it from going through his legs into the backstop. Keith Castillo has done some great work in this inning on first a high pitch and now a low offering. Ball 1 to Kyle Hankard. And Jared Lansford way over on that first base side of the rubber. Works off the corner there. And he'll come home here 1-0 to Hankard. Pop foul out of play high on the first base side to even up the count. Hankard surveys the defense straight away and medium depth all the way around. Hankard does have 2 home runs on the year. Lansford's 1-1. Popped up in a center field. Vaillant Lentini moving in, gives way to the right fielder Joe Ashbrodine, who makes the running catch in the alley and that'll retire the side. So the Blue Crabs threaten, but do not score. No runs, no hits, 3 walks, 3 left. To the bottom of the third, we go on the island. It's still 3-0 in favor of the Flock.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Casey Barnes, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hi, I'm former Major Leaguer John Franco. Growing up in Brooklyn, I dreamed of playing professional baseball. My dad, a city employee, worked hard so I can live out that dream. The team at MCU is a lot like my dad. They're New Yorkers you can count on, and they'll work hard to help you reach your financial goals.
Municipal Credit Union has a full range of financial services that make sense in today's economy. Join today. Call 1-866-JOIN-MCU or visit nymcu.org.
MCU, strong, trusted, growing.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire 15th anniversary season through live chats with Ducks players and exclusive video clips. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Life is better here.
Well, Jared Lansford gets a big final out in that top of the third as he got Kyle Hankard to fly out to Joash Brodin in right field to end the threat with the bases loaded, and that was the 15th out of tonight's ball game. Now, fans, did you know that a 15-minute call to Geico could save you 15% or more in your car insurance? Get a free quote today. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. That's 1-800-947-AUTO, or visit geico.com. And again, it was Joash Brodin calling off Phelan Lentini in right center to make the catch. End the inning, and Brodin leads off the third here. Home half of it with Long Island leading 3-0. Ian Marshall, the right-hander, will kick and deal and misses way outside with ball 1. Brodin grounded out to short his first time through. One-0. Is in there for a strike to even things up. Joash brings in a 12-game on-base streak as he was hitless on Monday but was hit by a pitch, hitless on Tuesday but drew a walk, and a great game last night. 3 for 5, scored twice, including the game-winning run in the bottom of the 12th. 1-1 here is low and outside for ball 2. So Brodin in the 12-inning marathon victory last night, 3-2. Led all Ducks with those 3 hits. 3-4-12 now in the series is the Ducks right fielder. 2-1, low for ball 3. Ducks saw a lot of Ian Marshall a year ago for Southern Maryland. He made 5 starts against Long Island, had a 2-1 record and a 4.36 ERA. 3-1 is ripped into right field. Boy, is that solid contact by Joash Brodin. And the Ducks, for the 3rd straight inning, get the leadoff man aboard.
Ducks first baseman, number 50, Randy Ruiz, number 50.
So Randy Ruiz, who's got Billie Jean, Michael Jackson's song, as his walk-up music, gets into the right-hand batter's box. He fouled out to Jermaine Mitchell down the right field line his first time through. And Brodin immediately draws a throw here from Ian Marshall. Joash 2 steals on the year in 3 attempts. Bottom of the third, Ducks trying to add to a 3-0 lead. Missing down and away is Ian Marshall, who also faced the Ducks in Game 2 of the Liberty Division Championship Series here at Bethpage Ballpark. Took a no decision. That was the game Long Island won 6-5 in 10 innings. 1-0 is a breaking ball swung through for strike 1. Marshall in that game, 6 innings of 7 hit, 2-run ball. He was terrific. A walk, a strikeout, but the Ducks waddled off with a win when P.J. Phillips scored on a wild pitch in the bottom of the 10th. 1-1. Waves through one off the plate for strike 2. And again, that was the last time the Ducks had a waddle-off win, Game 2 of the Liberty Division Championship Series back in September of 2013 until last night. Last night, the first waddle-off win of the year for the Ducks. So they both come against Southern Maryland about 8 months apart, 7 months apart. And boy, last year, unbelievable excitement. The Ducks had 9 waddle-off wins in the regular season and that one in the postseason. And last night, their first of this year. I'm sure many more to come. 1-2 almost hit him, a breaking ball that didn't break, up and in. And the count even now on Randy Ruiz. Joash Brodeen held on at first by Jose Julio Ruiz. Here's a 2-2 coming from Marshall. Holds the set away from his letters for a long time, and then finally stepped off to reset. This has definitely been the slowest pace of any of the 4 games in this series. Other games have really moved along at a good clip. This one struggling to do so far. 2-2 on the ground, past the diving third baseman Craig Ziegler and into left field. Brodeen will stop at second on the ball hit out in front of him. And the Ducks back-to-back singles to start the home third. And again, 2 balls very hard hit off Marshall as Ruiz just smoked it by Ziegler at the hot corner. So here is Adam Bailey, who hit a home run to right center. His first time up, a solo shot. His team leading 5th of the year. Marshall fell behind 3-1. Had to throw a strike to Bailey or put him aboard, put it down the middle, and Adam put it out of the park. Still nobody out here for the Ducks with first and second. Marshall stares down Brodeen at second and now steps off. So Ian Marshall has really had a couple of rough innings already. A run on 2 hits in the first, 2 runs on 2 hits in the second, 2 more hits here in the third. Right down the middle, though, for strike 1 here against Bailey as he took something off it. It's the second time this year that Ian Marshall has pitched on the road. 4 of his 5 starts have been at home. Bailey going for the fences again, came up empty, and it's 0-2. His only previous road start was a win in York back on May 11th. His best game of the year came at home against Camden May 6th. 7 innings of 4-hit shutout ball for Ian Marshall. Ahead of Bailey this time 0-2, and he just missed inside as Adam gave it a little body English to try to sell it to Derek Moshe, the home plate umpire. Brodeen at second, Ruiz at first, and nobody out for the Ducks left fielder at the plate, down 1-2. Marshall's pitch, grounded to the right side and through into right field. Joash Brodeen will turn third. They're going to try to send him home. Here comes the throw. He scores standing up. Going for third is Ruiz. He's in there. It's an RBI single for Adam Bailey and a 4-0 Long Island lead. Randy Ruiz getting it done there. The big guy going first to third on the hit to right. So Adam Bailey
number 27, Keith Castillo, number 27,
has his 2nd run batted in of the game and his 15th of the year. Ducks with 3 straight singles to start the home third, and they've scored in all 3 innings now. 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 so far here in the third, but runners at the corners, still nobody out for Keith Castillo. First pitch is a looping breaking ball that backdoors him for strike 1. Castillo flew out to center field his first time up, and Keith started the night batting .194, 2 homers, 5 runs batted in. Sat out last night's game. And here puts a charge into it at center field. Dave Suppolt going back to the warning track, to the wall, reaching up. He will make the catch. Tagging and scoring from third is Randy Ruiz. It's a sac fly for Keith Castillo and a 5-0 Long Island lead. Boy, didn't miss a 3-run homer by much as Castillo, for the 2nd time, flies out to center. But this time he'll get the run batted in on the sac fly RBI number 6 on the year for Castillo.
Chris McClendon, number 5.
So how big was that? Randy Ruiz going first to third on the Adam Bailey RBI single. That allowed him to come home on the fly out to center. (5-0) Long Island. And here is Chris McClendon putting it into left center field. The left fielder Hankard in front of the scoreboard will make the catch on the opposite field flyout for out number 2. So Bailey still at first, 2 away. And here is Dan Lyons, the 6th man to hit here in the home third. The Ducks sent 5 men to the plate in the first, 7 men to the plate last inning. And now Lyons, number 9 in the order, stands in, trying to add to what is a 5-0 lead. Soft breaking stuff on the outside corner at the knees for strike 1. Ian Marshall is unofficially at 57 pitches, and we're only in the 3rd inning, averaging almost 20 pitches an inning just to get through it. Lyons takes down and away, and the count 1-1. Danny bounced into a fielder's choice and scored last inning. 1-1 grounded foul just outside of third and down the left field line. And the count of ball and 2 strikes on Dan Lyons. Lyons and Lou Ford, the only 2 Ducks who have hits in every game of this series coming in. Ford yet to get a hit tonight, Lyons neither. So they each have hits in Monday, Tuesday, and last night's game, but not so far. Very early on here in just inning number 3. But it's 5-0 Long Island already on 7 hits. Marshall's 1-2 will be delayed as he'll toss over to first, bringing Bailey back there. Adam Bailey has not attempted a stolen base this year. One-two is ripped into right center field for a base hit. Bailey will turn second and then head back. Strong throw from the center fielder Suppel. And the Ducks with their 4th hit of the inning send it back to the top of the order for Phelan Lentini. Dan Lyons now with hits in all 4 games of this series and a 5-game hitting streak.
Center fielder number 24, Phelan Lentini, number 24.
And Lentini himself 2 for 2 in this game with a pair of singles, a run scored and a run batted in. What a night for the Ducks already, and that is going to be it apparently for Ian Marshall. As here comes his skipper, Lance Burkhart. Perhaps that's going to be it, as they're going to talk it over on the hill here, but the Ducks have really been teeing off on him, and he has made the indication. So we are going to have a pitching change here. Ian Marshall cannot get out of the 3rd inning, and Lance Burkhart will go to the bullpen with the Ducks leading 5-0. First and second, 2 out for the red-hot Phelan Lentini when we come back.
Hi, this is manager Kevin Baez, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
It's your money, and you have the power to save it. Make a few simple changes, and you can use less electricity and save real money. By installing Energy Star light bulbs and products for your home, you can save hundreds of dollars each year. At PSEG Long Island, we're working hard to serve you in the way you deserve. Check out our energy-saving tips and tools at psegLINY.com/save money.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire 15th anniversary season through live chats with Ducks players and exclusive video clips. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Life is better here.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Steve Garrison. You're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
I love coming to the stadium. What do you love about a Long Island Ducks game?
The excitement!
The laughter.
The memories.
Spending time with my family.
Watching my grandson's eyes light up.
Dancing with Quacker Jack.
What about you?
A 400-foot shot.
Definitely the food.
Getting autographs and running the bases.
Play ball! For game times and promos for your 2012 Atlantic League champions, visit liducks.com.
I love this game.
Ducks Baseball. It's game time.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Now, the new pitcher for Southern Maryland is their left-hander Wade Corpy, who makes his first appearance of the season, a 28-year-old from Sneedville, Tennessee. 6 foot tall, 185 pounds, no major league experience, has reached as high as AAA in his affiliated career. So Wade Corpy replaces Ian Marshall here, who could not get out of the third inning after throwing around 60 pitches, giving up 5 runs on 8 hits already. Still 2 men aboard that belong to him. And Phelan Lantini, 2 for 2 already in the game, standing in. Curveball by Corpy misses in. And the count 1-0. And again, interesting mix in the Southern Maryland bullpen. They have 4 lefties and 4 righties. Problem for Lance Burkhart was last night he had used his 4 righties in the extra inning tilt and had to stay with a lefty for a second inning of work in the 12th inning. Lantini grounds it to short, DeSueto the short way to second. They get the force there on Lyons, and the side retired. But not before the Ducks had 2 more on 4 hits. There were no errors, and they leave a pair. 3 in the books tonight in Central Islip. It's the Long Island Ducks 5 and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs nothing.
Hi, this is shortstop Dan Lyons. You can follow me on Twitter at @TheDannyLyons, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
North Shore LIJ, Southside Hospital in Bayshore, is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding health care right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at www.nslij.com.
Life without Ducks Baseball.
Emily, quit texting. James, get off the iPad. Honey, pick a channel.
Life with Ducks Baseball.
Bethpage Ballpark is set, Quacker Jack is ready, and the flock is prepared to defend their title. All we need is you. For game times, promos, and tickets, visit liducks.com.
It's a blast. Now that's more like it.
Long Island Ducks Baseball. Life is better here.
Well, we go to inning number 4 at Bethpage Ballpark. The Ducks with a 5-0 lead. Long Island 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Southern Maryland no runs, no hits, and no errors. 4th inning always means 4th inning trivia. And we'll give you the answer here, the question in the top of the inning and the answer in the bottom of the frame. This is where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks, the Atlantic League, and baseball in general. We told you that Lance Burkhart, the new manager of the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, just had to come out and remove Ian Marshall from the game. He is their rookie skipper, and Lance Burkhart, again as a player, spent 4 years with the Lancaster Barnstormers. He was a 3-time All-Star, and then 1 year with Southern Maryland in 2009. For the last 4 years, he was the hitting coach with the Lancaster Barnstormers, and this is his first year as skipper for these Blue Crabs. The question for you: who are the 2 previous managers in Southern Maryland history? Again, this is their 7th year in the Atlantic League, starting back in 2008 when they joined the league. still looking for their first championship. They have made the playoffs the last 5 straight years, but prior to this year, they've only had 2 previous managers. Name the 2 previous managers in franchise history for Southern Maryland before Lance Burkhart was named the 3rd skipper in team history prior to this season. Boy, Lance Burkhart, when he was a player, just a duck killer. He hit 61 home runs in those 4 years for the Barnstormers, 10 of those against Long Island pitching, so they are happy to see him, I guess, in the dugout and not at home plate. Here's Craig Ziegler to begin the visitors' 4th, and Jared Lansford, who has yet to surrender a hit but walked 3 in that 3rd inning before getting Amadeo Zasueda on a strikeout and Kyle Hankert on a flyout to keep the Crabs off the board. Strike 1, and now a bouncing ball that is fielded perfectly by Lance Burkhart on cue. Actually, it looks like Jeremy Owens has replaced him there, so I gave Burkhart the credit, but that is J.O., Jeremy Owens, the hitting coach now, in the third base coach's box. So they've been shuffling it around here. It's actually Burkhart in the dugout now, and that was Owens with the good hands, as he is on the inactive list these days as a player, but still working as the hitting coach here is the guy they call J.O., Jeremy Owens. Ball 1 to Ziegler, and the count 1-2. Craig flew out to right his first time up. 1-2 pitch. Popped foul out of play high on the first base side. Jared Lansford just a little over 60 pitches, most of those in that very long 3rd inning. Again, he had a 1-2-3 first and 2nd inning, retired the first 7 men in a row to start the game. Issued 3 straight 1-out walks last inning to load the bases, but wiggled out of it. 1-2 fastball outside, not by much. That'll even up the count. Five 5-0 Ducks as we start inning number 4. 2-2. Foul back to the netting. Final line on Ian Marshall, the starter tonight for Southern Maryland. He went 2 2/3, allowed 8 hits, 5 runs all earned, 1 walk, no strikeouts. Gave up 1 homer, hit 1 batter, and threw 1 wild pitch. (2-2). Again, a foul ball to the netting behind home. Ian Marshall threw 60 pitches, 35 for strikes, 25 for balls before getting the hook. Jake Opitz waits on deck for the Crabs. Jared Lansford comes home to Craig Ziegler here after he shook off his catcher. And now everybody resets for that 2-2. Here it is. Skied to left center field. The left fielder Adam Bailey with the call and the one-handed catch for the first out.
Designated hitter number 2, Jake Opitz, number 2.
So 1 away, and here is Jake Opitz, who fouled out to the first baseman Randy Ruiz back in the 2nd. Takes in the dirt for ball 1. Opitz on Monday night pinch hit for Johnny Bowden in the top of the 9th and was struck out by Leo Rosales. It was his only at-bat, and he watched his 3-game hitting streak overall and his 7-game road hitting streak come to an end. And he sat out Tuesday's game and went 3 for 5 last night with a pair of singles and a homer. Crushes this one, foul down the right field line, out of play. Southern Maryland Blue Crabs will spend Memorial Day weekend in Bridgewater, New Jersey, as they'll take on the Somerset Patriots in a 4-game set. Ducks will be down in beautiful Sugarland, Texas, to play the Skeeters tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, and Memorial Day Monday. The 1-1 is up high. Can you believe that Memorial Day weekend is here already? It's just unbelievable. I know the weather's supposed to warm up over the weekend and into next week. I guess it'll feel more like it, but it's hard to believe that the unofficial start of summer is upon us. Very chilly night here with our first pitch at 60 degrees, and I'm sure we're down in the 50s now with the sun beginning to fully set. 2-1 is low and in for ball 3. We're in the top of the 4th. The Ducks leading Southern Maryland 5-0 in the finale of this 4-game set with Long Island going for the sweep. Jared Lansford's 3-1 pitch. Chopped to first. Randy Ruiz will give way to Jared Lansford, who picked it up and tagged Opitz as he tried to go through the bag for the second out. So that goes down 1 unassisted on your score sheet.
Center fielder number 4, Dave Chappelle, number 4.
So a chance for Jared Lansford to pick up his third 1-2-3 inning in 4 frames if he can get Dave Chappelle, who lined out right into the glove of the third baseman Chris McClendon back in the second. Low and inside here for ball 1. .1-0 pitch. In there for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Talked about Jared Lansford winning those back-to-back championships for the Long Island Ducks. What a job he's done in his first 2 years in the green and orange. Here, bouncing ball up the middle, and that will get through into center field. So first hit of the game for Southern Maryland. Comes 3 2/3 innings in, and it's by Dave Chappelle.
First baseman number 38, Jose Julio Ruiz, number 38.
So it'll bring up Jose Julio Ruiz, the first baseman, who grounded out to short last inning in his only previous at-bat. And again, every time Julio Ruiz hits the ball, he makes solid contact. Chappelle, the 2-out runner at first. And this one bounced into the glove of the first baseman Ruiz, but foul. And Randy Ruiz showing some pretty good dexterity for a big guy. Again, went corner to corner on that base hit on the base pass earlier in the game, and there, getting some good air underneath him. And Kevin Baez says he runs pretty well for a big man. Showed some good range down there at first base so far as well. Real good addition, professional hit man, as I like to call him. No matter where he's gone, is Randy Ruiz, the former major leaguer. 0-1 to Jose Julio Ruiz. Tagged in the left center field for a base hit. Up with it quickly is Lentini to hold Chappelle at second. So back-to-back 2-out singles here for Southern Maryland. Another hard hit ball for Julio Ruiz. And now a little meeting on the hill as Jared Lansford will talk it over with Keith Castillo, his catcher, and briefly his new first baseman, Randy Ruiz, as well.
Bluegrass second baseman, number 8, John DeZamba, number 8.
So Jared Lansford just trying to keep the Blue Crabs off the board here with Long Island leading 5-0 in the 4th. 2 on and 2 out now for John DeZamba, who drew the first of 3 consecutive walks issued by Jared Lansford last inning. First pitch swinging, and he fouls it away up on the third base side. Oh and 1, the count to DeZamba. And just missing in at the knees is Lansford. for ball one. Jared, last year, 47 relief appearances for the Ducks. That was second most on the team, only to Ian Snell, who pitched 50 times for Long Island. 5-1 record, 4.29 ERA, 9 saves, and he was an all-star reliever. 1-1, tap foul to the backstop for strike two. Jared had one incredible run from early May to mid-June last year, went 18 straight relief appearances without allowing an earned run against. In the playoffs, he pitched 5 times, a 1-0 record and a 1.50 earned run average. Got that win in game 2 against these Blue Crabs here in that waddle-off victory. Misses down and in and kicks away from the catcher Keith Castillo, and both runners will go up a base. So on the wild pitch, Dave Suppelt to third, Jose Julio Ruiz to second. Takes away the force at any base, and now a base hit. Could be 2 runs for Southern Maryland. So it gets a little tighter here for Jared Lansford, but remember last inning, he loaded the bases on walks with 1 away and got Amadeo Zasuedo on a strikeout, Kyle Hankert on a flyout. DeZamba at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jared's pitch inside to run it full. And first base now open with the 9-man Johnny Bowden on deck. Quackerjack stomping along atop the Ducks dugout on the first base side. Be a 2-out payoff pitch coming. Bounced up the middle, going to be a tough play for Dan Lyons. The shortstop fires, and Ruiz can't pick it out of the dirt. 1 run scores. Now Julio Ruiz will as well. And on a ground ball up the middle, the Blue Crabs get 2 runs, and they're on the board. One of those Baltimore chops up the middle. Dan Lyons did a good job just to get it in his glove. The quick transfer to the hand, but then the throw was low. Randy Ruiz couldn't pick it out on 1 hop. And 2 runs come home.
Johnny Bowden, number 19.
So that should be a base hit for DeZamba. 1 run batted in, and the other run comes home on the error by Dan Lyons, Long Island shortstop. Here's Johnny Bowden, who walked his first time through. And he takes strike 1. So the Crabs break through here in the 4th and make it a 3-run game. They trail it 5-2. Low, ball 1. Still have that right now scored as just an error on Dan Lyons and not a base hit for DeZamba. So we'll have to see if that is the official scoring in between innings here. Be a tough straight error after Dan Lyons made a great pick and transfer, but again, I guess if his throw's on the money, he gets him. So it might just be the straight E6 that allows DeZamba to reach. Count 2-1 on Bowden. And that foul back to the screen, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Blue Crabs didn't have any hits in the first 3 innings. They had a couple here in the 4th. And the error on Dan Lyons, it leads to a couple of runs coming home. In Southern Maryland, after watching the Ducks score 5 straight times in each of the first 3 innings, runs in 3 straight innings, put a 2 spot on the board here himself in the visitors' 4th. 2-2 is a swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Jared Lansford picks up his 3rd strikeout of the evening, and that retires the side. But not before Southern Maryland gets 2 runs on 2 hits. There was an error, and 1 man left. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's now Long Island 5 and the Blue Crabs 2.
Hey fans, this is infielder Chris McClendon, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicoloc paving stones and walls. Nicoloc's specially formulated paver shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicoloc. Visit the Nicoloc Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicoloc.com.
Let Nicoloc Paver, let Nicoloc Pavers pave your way.
Hey, Duck fans, you want all the latest inside info on your back-to-back Atlantic League champion Long Island Ducks? Then follow Ducks president and general manager Michael Pfaff on Twitter at twitter.com/LIDucksGM. You'll find out first right here about player transactions, special stories, and so much more. You'll also be able to interact with Michael directly and get his take on all things Ducks baseball. Head to twitter.com/LIDucksGM today and make sure to follow along throughout the entire 15th anniversary season. Ducks baseball. Life is better here.
Hey fans, this is right-hand pitcher Fernando Hernandez, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Well, we go to the bottom of the fourth. Ducks with a 5-2 lead, and time now to wrap up our fourth inning trivia. We told you about Lance Burkhart, the rookie manager of the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs in their 7th season in the Atlantic League, and asked you to name the 2 previous managers in franchise history, and we'll give you the answer in just a second, as Cody Pucket is set to lead it off for Long Island against left-hander Wade Corpy, who replaced Ian Marshall last inning and faced one batter, Phelan Lentini, getting him to bounce into an inning-ending force play. So Corpy, the lefty, continues here against Pucket, the righty swinger. Missing up and away with ball 1. Cody tonight an RBI double in the first inning, and then he was hit by a pitch in the second. Cody the hero last night with a game-winning double in the bottom of the 12th. That brought home Joash Brodeen and gave the Ducks their first waddle-off win of 2014. First extra inning win as well for the Ducks. They had been 0-3 in extra inning games. A 2-0 is in the air to right. Jermaine Mitchell barely has to move a couple of steps in to make the catch for the first out. All right, the answer to our fourth inning trivia. The other 2 managers in franchise history for Southern Maryland in their first 3 years, they were managed by Butch Hobson, who left to take the job with the Barnstormers as skipper. And then the last 3 years, Patrick Osborne was their manager, and he left actually to manage in the Yankees organization. He's going to be the manager of one of the Yankee rookie teams in the Gulf Coast League that gets underway in mid-June. So again, best of luck to Patrick Osborne, also a former player with Southern Maryland, as Lou Ford stands in for Long Island, and he takes outside for a ball 1-0. Lou tonight is twice gone the other way, flied out to right field both times, and is yet to extend a 17-game on-base streak, the longest of any player in the league this year. Swings through it, 1 ball and 1 strike. He's also yet to extend a 9-game overall hitting streak and an 11-game home hitting streak, the longest of any player in the league this year. And that kind of year already for the former Minnesota Twin, among other major league teams. And here Lou this time goes deep to right center field. The center fielder Suppault going over on the warning track, and he makes the running basket catch on the warning track. What a grab by Suppault to rob Lou of an extra base hit on the dirt in right center. So 3 flyouts tonight for Ford, and quickly 2 retired by Wade Corpy.
Ducks right fielder number 22, Joash Brodeen, number 22.
And again, Lance Burkhart trying to continue a run by Southern Maryland that has seen them make the playoffs the last 5 straight years. The Ducks hold the Atlantic League record for most consecutive years in the playoffs, 6. Long Island did it 6 straight years from 2004 through 2009. Of course, the Ducks have knocked out the Blue Crabs in the first round of the playoffs each of the last 3 years, but Southern Maryland now in the Freedom Division as Somerset switched over to the Liberty. So the Ducks will not face Southern Maryland in the opening round of the playoffs this year. 1-1 now to Joash Brodeen, who is 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored here in the 4th. Hits it in the air to left. Kyle Hankard barely takes a step, and what a job by Wade Corpy on a fly to left, a fly to center, and a fly to right. He retires the side in order. We go to the 5th on the island. It's the Ducks 5, the Crabs 2.
Hi, this is right-handed pitcher Josh Lansford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
James Simmons is going back. He is looking up, and on the Park Night, that one is gone and reaches a kennel in Central Islip.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to.
Well, hey, Duck fans, don't forget to stop by the Waddle Inn shop on your next visit to the Duck Pond, where exclusive, hard-to-find Ducks memorabilia is now on sale. All proceeds benefit the Quackerjack Foundation, the charitable arm of the Long Island Ducks. Had a chance myself to pop into the Waddle Inn before tonight's game began, and boy, lots of great new stuff in there. It was really my first time getting in there this season, so lots of new Long Island Duck items, lots of new items that, of course, have back-to-back Long Island, back-to-back Atlantic League champions on it for Long Island Ducks. So check it out the next time you're here at the ballpark, the Waddle Inn shop, right behind home plate on the main concourse. Ducks with a 5-2 lead as we go to the top of the 5th, and Jared Lansford in for his 5th inning of work for Long Island, set to see the top of the order for Southern Maryland, Jermaine Mitchell, Amadeo Zazueta, and Kyle Hankard. We told you that Tracy McGrady, the former NBA All-Star, is on the hill tonight down in Sugar Land, Texas, to take on the York Revolution. And I just checked out. He did get through the first inning unscathed. Faced 4 batters, retired 3 of them. Had a man reach on an error. So he didn't walk anybody, didn't give up a hit. And right now he is going head-to-head against Corey Thurman for the York Revolution. A scoreless game, bottom of the 1st, down in Sugar Land, Texas. And, of course, we'll keep you updated on Tracy McGrady's progress on the hill tonight in Texas against the Revs. Big, big story down there every time McGrady gets on the hill. Here's Jermaine Mitchell leading off the visitors' 5th, and he takes an inside strike, and the count 0-1. Mitchell has walked and flied out down the left field line to Adam Bailey on a nice running grab to begin the game. Swings through the offering here by Lansford, and it's 0-2. This might be the last inning for Jared because Kevin Baez wanted 5 innings or 100 pitches. He's at 88 to begin the frame. And here a bouncing ball to second for Cody Pucket. Throws across the body and it pulls Randy Ruiz off the bag. And we'll see how they scored here as Mitchell can fly. And it will be an infield single for Jermaine Mitchell. So first time tonight that Southern Maryland has gotten the leadoff man aboard. And Jermaine Mitchell is their team leader in stolen bases with 3. As a team, Southern Maryland has only 8 steals on the year. Incredibly, in 26 games. By far the fewest of any team, but of those 8, Jermaine Mitchell's got 3, and he's yet to be caught this year. Southern Maryland only had 5 steals all year before this series began, but they now have 3 in this series against Long Island. So Mitchell to the cutout at first. Zosueta at the plate, and he takes a strike, 0-1. Amadeo has grounded out to first and struck out swinging. So again, this certainly, I think, would be the last inning for Jared Lansford, just because of the fact he'll be approaching or beyond 100 pitches by the time it's over. He's in the 90s already. He's only given up 3 base hits tonight. Holds the set a long time, and then gets a foul ball out of play down the right field line. So again, down in Constellation Field in Sugar Land, Texas, the Revolution and Skeeters scoreless in the bottom of the first as Tracy McGrady gets through the top half of the inning. Top of the third at Campbell's Field in Camden, New Jersey. Somerset Patriots already a 4-0 lead. Again, the Patriots started the night atop the Liberty Division, 2.5 games better than the second place Long Island Ducks. 0-2 here to Zosueta. And now a bouncing ball to short for Dan Lyons. Shovels to second for 1. Pucket, no return throw, as it was too tough to turn to. And instead, the fielder's choice goes 6-4. Mitchell forced out at second. Zosueta replaces him at first as a 1-out runner.
Left fielder number 15, Kyle Hankard. Number 15.
So here's Kyle Hankard. He has struck out swinging and flown out to right. Clipper Magazine Stadium in Lancaster, PA. Top of the fourth there. Barnstormers trying to sweep the 4-game series from the Bluefish. They lead it 2-1. Swing and a miss. The runner here, Zosueta, goes, and the throw by Castillo is into center field, and on to third goes Amadeo Zosueta. So he'll get credit for the stolen base, his first of the year, and on the E2, the throwing error by Keith Castillo, he goes over to third. So now with just 1 away here, a fly ball could bring Southern Maryland within 2. Crabs trail it 5-2 here in the 5th. Second error of the game on Long Island, second in as many innings. So again, Somerset trying to take 3 of 4 in Camden. They have a 4-run lead in the 3rd. 0-1 is low for ball 1, and a couple teams starting to pull away from the pack just a little bit in each division. Again, in the Liberty right now, you got the Patriots 2.5 better than the second place Ducks. Then Bridgeport, which is really struggling of late. They've lost 5 straight. They're 5 back. And Camden, who had that awful start, is 8.5 back. Missing in tight is Lansford with ball 2. So again, it is early. We're only 25 games in for Long Island, but you start to see a little separation in the Liberty as the Patriots and Ducks pull away from the Bluefish and River Sharks, and pretty much the same thing in the Freedom Division. The Barnstormers have the best record in the league. York 3 back in that great Pennsylvania rivalry, as here it's foul back by Hankard, and the count 2-2. And then Sugar Land 6 back, Southern Maryland 7 back. So really in the Liberty Division right now, it's the Patriots and Ducks battling for first. Bluefish and River Sharks well back. In the Freedom, Barnstormers and Revs, those great rivals, just 25 minutes apart on I-30 in Pennsylvania. 3 games apart, and the Skeeters and Crabs way back in the pack. 2-2. Skied to shallow right. Cody Pucket, the second baseman, can't find it. The right fielder, Joash Brodeen, has to come way in underneath it to make the grab, and now Cody will slap gloves with Joash, saying, hey, thanks for bailing me out there. That should have been the second baseman's ball, but he just never saw it in the night sky. So a big second out, and now the cleanup man, Craig Ziegler, to follow.
Third baseman, number 44, Craig Ziegler, number 44.
Zazueta at third with now 2 away. Ducks leading at 5-2 here in the top of the 5th. Ziegler has flied to left and flied to right. Up high, misses the fastball from Lansford. It's ball 1. Ziegler with 3 homers, though, in his last 4 games. Had 2 Sunday in the win over the Barnstormers down in Maryland. Had a solo shot here Monday in a 3-for-4 game, but has cooled off since. Just 1 for 10 now since Monday night in this series. Pops it up, foul territory, first base. Randy Ruiz making the call, drifting back and putting it away to end the inning. So a nice job by Lansford to wiggle out of the jam. No runs, a hit, an error, a stolen base, and a man left. 5-2 Ducks as we go to the last of the 5th on the island tonight.
Hey fans, this is infielder Cody Pucket, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
All 2,000 of us at PSEG Long Island care deeply about our communities. Our company has a long-standing commitment to giving back. And our people, along with our energy efficiency and renewable energy programs, are helping to improve the businesses and towns we all call home. Learn more about how we're working together to better serve our communities. Visit us at psegliny.com/community.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the Hebrew National Picnic Area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as a color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, display your group's artwork, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. Life is better here.
Ducks with a 5-2 lead as we go to the last of the 5th. In the majors tonight, both the Mets and Yankees in action. We start at Citi Field in Flushing, Queens, where they've played 4 innings. The Mets and Dodgers are tied at 1. The Yankees, who are in the north side of Chicago the last 2 days and nights, head to the south side after 2 games against the Cubs. They start a 4-game series tonight against the White Sox, and no score between the Yankees and the Pale Hose in the top of the 2nd in Chicago. Also, Rangers and Montreal underway in Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals at Madison Square Garden, and they are scoreless. Here the Ducks lead it by 3, and Randy Ruiz to begin the home 5th against the lefty Wade Corpy into his 3rd inning of work of relief. Up and away he misses with ball 1. Ruiz has fouled out down the right field line and singled and scored. And so Randy Ruiz now with hits in all 3 games as a Duck. Bounces it to short. Zazueta gobbles it up. High throw, but a good stretch at first by Jose Julio Ruiz to get the out.
Long on the left fielder, number 13, Adam Bailey, number 13.
So to bring up Adam Bailey, Wade Corpy is making his 7th appearance of the year, the 6th time he's worked as a reliever. 0-1 record and a 4.15 ERA. In 13 innings, he's allowed 14 hits. He's walked 3 and struck out 15. So he's got a 5-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. Opposition batting .264 against the southpaw Wade Corpy. Adam Bailey's had a big night. He is 2 for 2 with a single and a homer. Has scored a run and driven in another. And here after strike 1, he takes ball 1 on a sweeping curve down and away. For Bailey, again, his team-leading 5th home run of the year, and he's driven in runs 14 and 15 on the season. Missing in tight under the letters here is Corpy with ball 2. (2-1). Popped foul, high out of play behind the plate. And the count even now on Adam Bailey. Wade Corpy pitched his college baseball at Notre Dame, former Fighting Irish. Ground ball on a curve foul off the railing in front of the Ducks dugout. And the count holds. Corpy, a Florida Marlins pick in the 20th round of the 08 draft. Check swing. Was he able to hold up? I believe he was. No appeal asked for here. So the count runs full on Adam Bailey. Second season for Corpy with Southern Maryland. Last year he started 19 times and relieved 5. This year that ratio reversed. Payoff pitch. Low and away, ball 4. He's lost him. So another Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Cracker Jack Foundation wins.
Walks here at home, the Cracker Jack Foundation, the charitable arm of the Long Island Ducks, wins.
So Bailey's been aboard all 3 times tonight. First walk for Corpy.
Number 27, Keith Castillo, number 27.
1 on and 1 out, and Keith Castillo, the switch hitting catcher, turns around to bat right-handed for the first time tonight. Pops it foul out of play down the right field line for strike 1. Castillo has had a lot more success batting right-handed this year than he has batting left. He's hitting .333 right-handed, but just .136 from the left side. So he is on his strong side after they bring in the southpaw. Now a throw over, and Adam Bailey is back. Bailey again yet to attempt a stolen base this season. Guy who's really killed lefties this year is Lou Ford. He's batting .424 against left-handed pitching as Castillo fouls it away, down 0-2. Keith tonight has twice flied to center. The last time he did it, there was a sac fly that brought home Randy Ruiz, and Castillo grabbed run batted in number 6 on the year. 5-2 Ducks in the home 5th. Bailey the 1-out runner at first. And Castillo readies himself for Wade Corpy's pitch. He'll toss over to first. Going to be a very long night for the Ducks at the ballpark, not because of the game, but because, again, they embark on a trip down to Sugar Land, Texas that starts, I don't know how you want to look at it, early tomorrow or late tonight. The Ducks will hang out here at the ballpark after the game ends. The bus arrives at 2:30 a.m., I guess early tomorrow morning. They'll stay here through the night. At 2:30 a.m., the bus picks them up to get them over to Newark Airport. So it'll take about an hour and a half, hopefully with no traffic, to get over there. They have a 6:15 a.m. flight from Newark Airport down to Houston, Texas, and then about a 30-minute bus ride to Sugar Land, Texas from there. And, of course, they play tomorrow night against the Skeeters. 0-2 here is lashed foul above the first base dugout, occupied by Long Island. So that is about as tough a road trip as you're going to get. This is the first time, though, the Ducks are actually doing it nonstop. In the first 2 years that the Skeeters have been in the league, the Ducks always went out of Islip down to Baltimore on Southwest and had a layover, and I think the layover makes it worse. The 0-2 here is bounced to short, could be 2. D. Zamba to Zazueta for 1, but he has no return throw. I'm not sure if he was fearful of hitting Adam Bailey with the return throw. It was in the Bates path, because he had it in his bare hand. It looked like he was going to have time to get Castillo, the catcher, running, and he just never threw it. So the fielder's choice goes 4 to 6. I'm not sure why he didn't throw. Bailey forced out at second. Castillo replaces him at first as the 2-out runner. So again, we'll see how it works out this time for the Ducks, going nonstop from Newark down to Houston, as opposed to the past 2 years. Every one of their 4 trips made down to Texas has been Islip to Baltimore, layover, Baltimore to Houston. Here's Chris McClendon for Long Island. Beautiful curve dropped in by Corpy for strike 1. Chris has walked and flied to left. He's 0 for 1. 5-2 Ducks in the home 5th. Another curve. This time it came up high. 1 ball and 1 strike. McClendon really fighting it, coming in just 2 for 23 in his last 8 games. Watching his average dip down to 150 coming in tonight. Now the 1-1 is just low for ball 2. So again, a long trip for the Ducks to get down to Sugar Land, Texas, where they'll take on the Skeeters the next 4 nights. And again, a 1-hour time difference down there. So we'll run you through those start times of the big Memorial Day weekend in just a minute. Strike 2 here. Tomorrow night, 8:05 first pitch. Saturday, 7:05. And then Sunday and Memorial Day Monday are 3:05 games. Again, that's local time here in the Eastern time zone. 8:05 tomorrow, 7:05 Saturday, and 3 o'clock games Sunday and Memorial Day Monday. Taking off is Castillo at first. The throw down by Bowden is in time. They got him. And for the first time in the series, a Duck is caught stealing, and that will end the frame. No runs, no hits, a walk, nobody left. We go to the 6th on the island. Long Island remains on top of Southern Maryland. 5-2 is our score.
Hi, this is pitcher John Brownell, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hi, I'm former Major Leaguer John Franco. Growing up in Brooklyn, I dreamed of playing professional baseball. My dad, a city employee, worked hard so I can live out that dream. The team at MCU is a lot like my dad. They're New Yorkers you can count on, and they'll work hard to help you reach your financial goals.
Municipal Credit Union has a full range of financial services that make sense in today's economy. Join today. Call 1-866-JOIN-MCU or visit nymcu.org.
MCU, strong, trusted, growing.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Clarion Hotel and Conference Center in Ronkonkoma. Uncover the perfect balance of memorable, award-winning service and the most central location Long Island has to offer. The Clarion Hotel and Conference Center is located less than a quarter mile from the Islip MacArthur Airport with a state-of-the-art health and fitness center, high-speed internet access, a world-class outdoor pool, and the great food and fun inside the Brickyard Bar and Grill. There's never been a better time to visit the Clarion Hotel and Conference Center. Best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Clarion Hotel and Conference Center, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 585-9500 today. That's 631-585-9500.
Hey fans, this is right-hand pitcher Fernando Hernandez, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Well, fans, you can follow along all season long as the Long Island Ducks try and meet the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. Now, if the Ducks hit 100 home runs, Chappie's Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Chappie's Funeral Homes, where caring for others is our family tradition. 1 home run tonight for the Long Island Ducks. It was hit by Adam Bailey. Their 17th of the season, his team leading 5th. And the Ducks, again, 17 homers in 25 games of the 140-game campaign. So well on pace to get the 100 home runs they need to meet the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. Well, the Ducks have made their first pitching change of the game as Jared Lansford is done after 5 innings. And he is replaced by the 27-year-old left-hander from Ewing, New Jersey, 6'1", 195-pound Steve Garrison, who makes his first appearance of this series. So again, both managers have a couple of pitchers who have not pitched in this 4-game set. For Southern Maryland, Wade Corpy and Layson Septimo were the only pitchers who haven't pitched in this set, and Corpy is in the game. For Kevin Baez, Steve Garrison, Casey Barnes, and Josh Lansford, his only relievers that have yet to pitch, and so he gets Garrison, the lefty, in here to start the visitors' 6th against Jake Opitz, with Long Island leading it 5-2. Opitz, first pitch swinging, pops it up foul behind home plate. but it'll reach the second level of seats. Opitz has fouled out to the first baseman Ruiz and grounded out to the pitcher Lansford over near first base. Jared picked up the ball and tagged Opitz before he got to the bag. It's a lefty-lefty matchup to start the sixth. And a strike dropped in. It's 0-2. Great outing for Jared Lansford in his third start of the year. A season-long 5 innings of work. Allowed just 3 hits, 2 runs, neither of them earned. As the 0-2 misses away for ball 1. So no earned runs allowed as both runs came home on a throwing error by Dan Lyons. 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, 1 wild pitch. 1-2 offering here. Popped up down the left field line. A long run for everybody. The third baseman McClendon in foul territory stuck out the glove, trying to make a spinning basket catch, and he just couldn't come up with it. Good effort by McClendon at third there, but staying alive at the dish is Opitz. And again, the goal for Kevin Baez was 5 innings, 100 pitches. He got 5 innings, 101 pitches out of Jared Lansford. 63 of those for strikes. And again, he took a no-hitter into the 4th inning. Went 3 2/3 tonight without giving up a hit. 1-2. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. So Garrison fans Opitz for out number 1. Lansford also retired the first 7 batters he faced tonight before issuing 3 straight walks. And then with the bases loaded and 1 out in the 3rd inning, he struck out Zazueta and got hankered to fly out to right. Retired the first 2 batters of the 4th. Gave up back-to-back singles to Suppelt and Julio Ruiz. And then DeZamba hit that ground ball to short that Dan Lyons threw into the dirt that allowed both runs to score. So a real great outing for Lansford, who again stands to pick up his first win of the season if the Ducks can hold the lead. Here is Dave Suppelt taking ball 1. And now ball 2, low and in. Steve Garrison in his first year with the Ducks, first year in the Atlantic League, and his 10th year of professional baseball. Spent spring training in 2014 with the Baltimore Orioles and pitched last year in the Arizona Diamondbacks organization. Crushed to left field. Bailey will watch it sail over both walls. A solo shot for Dave Suppelt of the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. His first home run as a Crab, and he brings them within 2. It's a 5-3 game. Boy, did he mash that ball. So Suppelt has his 2nd hit of the night. He's played just 6 games for Southern Maryland, and he has his first long ball.
Number 38, Jose Julio Ruiz, number 38.
So first homer tonight for the Crabs, and the Ducks, who once led 5-0 after 3 innings, are now in a game at 5-3. Here's Jose Julio Ruiz, who can put one out, but he loops it down the left field line. Again, it's McClendon in foul territory, but this time he makes the grab. Good job again by Chris to get the 2nd out. Take a dangerous bat out of play.
Second base for number 8, John DeZamba, number 8.
So 2 away. And here's John DeZamba, who has walked and again reached on that error by Dan Lyons back in the 5th, or checked out the 4th. That allowed both runs to score. Upstairs, Mrs. Garrison with ball 1. Steve's last appearance was Saturday in Game 2 of the doubleheader against Camden, the 6-4 Long Island win. (1-0) is low and away. Garrison has 1 game of major league experience. It came in relief with the New York Yankees July 25th of 2011 at Yankee Stadium. He got the final 2 outs in a 10-3 win against Seattle. And just to calm him down a little bit, when he was on the hill, guess who paid him a visit? Derek Jeter. While he was, just before he was about to warm up. That'll calm you down, right? But how about that? You play an entire career. He's in his 10th year of pro baseball, 198 minor league games to get one game of big league relief with the New York Yankees for Steve Garrison. Unbelievable, right? I'm got to talk to Garrison this year and find out exactly what that conversation was like with Derek Jeter when he stands on the hill in the Bronx for his first and only big league game. 2-1 here is low and inside, and the count now 3-1. Garrison has pitched 7 times for the Ducks this year. 0-1 record and a 0.00 ERA. In 6 innings, he's allowed 7 hits. 6 runs against him, but all unearned. It's 3-1 is a called strike. So again, that homer tonight, the first earned run he's allowed as a Duck. He's walked 2, struck out 1, and the opposition hitting .269 against Steve Garrison in his first year with Long Island. He'll have a 2-out payoff here to DeZamba. Bounced to first for Randy Ruiz. Big charity hop in the glove, steps on the bag, and the side retired. But Southern Maryland gets a run on a hit. Dave Suppelt's first homer as a Blue Crab, a solo shot, brings the Crabs within 2. They trail it 5-3 to Southern Maryland as we head to the last of the 6th.
Hey, this is pitcher Eric Neeson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Bring your birthday to the ballpark this season and celebrate with the Flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available for the 2014 season. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Hey fans, this is right-hand pitcher Fernando Hernandez, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Well, we go to the last of the 6th. Ducks with a 5-3 lead. And the third pitcher of the night is in for Southern Maryland. And it is the right-hander, Eduardo Morlan, who will make his season debut here. Not a newcomer for Southern Maryland. He's pitched for him each of the last 3 years. But interestingly enough, the last time he's pitched for the Blue Crabs was in a pair of playoff games against the Ducks in the Liberty Division Championship Series, won by Long Island 3-0 back in September. So the season debut for Eduardo Morlan here as he replaces lefty Wade Corpy. And the Ducks, who've had a 5-0 lead, trimmed to 5-3, go back to work here with Chris McClendon, their third baseman, standing in. Morlan set away from the letters. His first pitch is up and away for ball 1. Corpy went 2 1/3 after replacing Ian Marshall in the third inning. And a great job. Did not allow a base hit, or a run to Long Island. Up and away for ball 2. Corpy had 1 walk and no strikeouts before departing. McClendon tonight has walked and flied to left. He was at the plate when Castillo was caught stealing to end the 5th. And it's ball 3, 3-0. Eduardo Morlan, a 28-year-old from Havana, Cuba. 6 foot 2 inches tall, 207 pounds. Reached as high as AA in his affiliated career. And again tonight begins his 4th season for the Crabs. Drops in a strike as Chris was taking all the way. And the count 3-1. Last year, 56 relief appearances for Morlan. 1-4 record and a 3.33 earned run average. Pop foul out of play. Third base side, and the count now full on McClendon. Ducks have not had a hit in the last 2 innings of the game. They had 8 hits and 5 runs in the first 3 innings. And here the fastball has McClendon sitting down looking on strike 3. There's 1 away.
Shortstop, number 12, and Lyons, number 12.
So Dan Lyons will give it a try. He's 1 for 2 tonight with a single and a run scored, and now has a 5-game hitting streak and hits in 7 of his last 8 games. Lyons, the only Duck with hits in all 4 games of this series. Shows bunt, trying to get something going here for Long Island. Drew it back and took a strike. Eduardo Morlan, back in 2011 when facing the Ducks for the Crabs, gave up a homer to Ray Navarrete. That was Ray's 99th home run as a Long Island Duck. Breaking ball misses away, 1 ball and 1 strike. Matt Esquivel took him out in this ballpark as well for a 3-run shot, and J.R. House hit a solo homer off him in the playoffs in Game 4 of the Liberty Division Championship Series back in 2011 down in Waldorf, Maryland. That one at Regency Furniture Stadium. Again, these teams have met 3 straight years in the playoffs, but back in 2011 it was J.R. House taking him out, and Esquivel and Navarrete hit homers off him here in this ballpark. Eduardo Morlan, the righty, for Southern Maryland. 2-1 to Lions. Foul away down the right field line. And if you missed it on Tuesday night, it was Ray Navarrete's 36th birthday. And he spent it at Wrigley Field watching the Yankees and Cubs. And in typical Ray Navarrete fashion, was out at a restaurant before the game, and they had a raffle for tickets to yesterday's matinee between the Yankees and Cubs. And guess who won on his 36th birthday? That's right, Ray Navarrete won the raffle. 2-2 is up and away. Got some heat on that fastball, does Morlan with a fresh arm. His first game of the season. And he's run the count full on Dan Lyons. So again, congratulations to Ray Navarrete. 36 years young and enjoying some great baseball in the Windy City as the Yankees are there all week. 2 against the Cubs and start of 4 against the White Sox tonight. Payoff pitch. Skied on the infield right side. The second baseman, John DeZamba, drifting left and calling everybody off. With 2 hands on the outfield grass, he has out number 2 in his glove.
Back to the top of the order, your Long Island Ducks, the center fielder, number 24, Faylont Lentini, number 24.
So here's Faylont Lentini. He's had a terrific night. He's 2 for 3 with a pair of singles, a run scored, and a run driven in. Ducks lead at 5-3 here in the last of the 6th in the final game of a 7-game homestand before they head down to Sugar Land, Texas for Memorial Day weekend. Thought about a bunt, drew it back, and took the fastball high. And the count 1-0 on Lentini. Fainline had his first triple of the year here on Tuesday night. Boy, that game was unbelievable. He went 2 for 2, 2 singles, 2 walks, 2 stolen bases, on base all 4 plate appearances. 1-0. Inside for ball 2. Lentini surveys the defense straight away. Medium depth all the way around. Eduardo Morlan, the righty from the first base side of the rubber, deals. And that way in tight for ball 3. So Lentini trying to use that eye to get aboard this time. And Phelan came in leading the league in at-bats, 102 at-bats, as Lentini, Ford, and Brodeen, the only 3 Ducks to play in all 25 games for Long Island thus far. Takes a 3-0 strike, and now it's 3-1. Cody Pucket on deck, hoping to get a turn to hit here in the last of the 6th. Again, Ducks lead at 5-3, trying to sweep the 4-game series from Southern Maryland. 3-1. Grounded to third, under the glove of Craig Ziegler and down the left field line. Lentini going to use that speed to cruise into second for a double, his 3rd hit of the night. Ducks' first base hit, though, since inning number 3. So they'd gone hitless over 3 frames.
Second baseman number 2, Cody Pucket, number 2.
So Cody Pucket does get a chance to hit here. He has doubled to drive in a run in the 1st inning, been hit by a pitch, and flied out to right. And Pucket, getting aboard twice tonight, has now reached base in 15 straight games. He had an 11-game hitting streak come to an end here Monday night, but then had 1 hit Tuesday, his first homer as a Duck, 2 hits last night, including the game-winning double in the bottom of the 12th. And the Ducks waddled off with their first walk-off win of the year. Talked to Cody in the pregame interview, and I said, what's the key to surviving when that mob is coming at you? Every one of your teammates trying to jump on top of you when you've won a game. And he said, just get low, man. Just get low, as you don't want to suffer an injury in a pileup. And my son Connor has experienced a little bit of that. He is a hockey goalie in a league in Smithtown, and he's had a bunch of shutouts there. And anytime he gets a shutout, his teammates do the old dog pile on top of him. So he learned to get low and just try not to get hurt. I know he's actually had a little bit of a twisted back one of those nights from everybody jumping on. Lentini takes off for 3rd. The throw is not in time. So Phelan Lentini has his 5th stolen base of this series. He's 5 for 5 and now 10 for 10 on the year. Boy, if they're not going to pay attention to him down at second, even with 2 away, he's going to steal 3rd base. You never know. You come home on a balk, a wild pitch, pass ball, lots of ways to get home from 3rd that you can't from 2nd. 1-0 is up high. So, again, Cody Pucket's advice, if you're ever going to be at the bottom of a celebratory pile after you've got a hit to win a baseball game, get low, man. Get low. Just lay on your belly and take it. So no injuries occurring in the pileup. The celebration was out near second base last night. Pops this one up behind home plate. Johnny Bowden back near the screen, but it's well in. And bounces off the walkway between the 2 levels. Phelan Lentini now tied for the league lead in stolen bases with 10. Tim Torres and Sean Smith of the Revs also have 10 swipes this year. See if the Ducks can get a 2-out run home, though, here and get one of those runs back. They've surrendered the last couple of frames to Southern Maryland. 5-3 Ducks in the bottom of the 6th. Lentini at 3rd with 2 away. The 2-1 is up and in for ball 3. We talked a lot about Lentini. Independent baseball's all-time stolen base leader with 338 of them to begin the year, and he's added 10 more already. But 5 in this series, that's incredible. 2 Monday, 2 Tuesday, 1 tonight. Well hit to left field. Kyle Hankard going back to the warning track, to the wall. That ball is gone! A 2-run homer to left for Cody Pucket. His second in the last 3 nights, and that extends the Ducks' lead to 7-3. Steps on third, gets the low 5 there from Kevin Baez. Makes his way to the plate where Phelan Lantini awaits him. A high 5 there. Another bomb from Cody, and the Long Island lead is 4.
And baseball fans, that big 2-run homer by Long Island Ducks second baseman Cody Pucket.
Wow, is Cody Pucket hot? His first homer as a Duck on Tuesday night. The game-winning double in the bottom of the 12th last night. And now tonight, an RBI double in the first, a 2-run homer here in the 6th. And the Ducks get some of that breathing room back. And it's the final pitch thrown tonight by Eduardo Morlan as his manager, Lance Burkhart, takes the baseball. So we've got a pitching change. The Ducks put up a 2-spot here in the bottom of the 6th. They lead it 7-3 with Lou Ford at the plate when we come back.
Hi, this is manager Kevin Baez, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
It's your money, and you have the power to save it. Make a few simple changes, and you can use less electricity and save real money. By installing Energy Star light bulbs and products for your home, you can save hundreds of dollars each year. At PSEG Long Island, we're working hard to serve you in the way you deserve. Check out our energy-saving tips and tools at psegLINY.com/save money.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire 15th anniversary season through live chats with Ducks players and exclusive video clips. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Life is better here.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Steve Garrison. You're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
I love coming to the stadium. What do you love about a Long Island Ducks game?
The excitement!
The laughter.
The memories.
Spending time with my family.
Watching my grandson's eyes light up.
Dancing with Quacker Jack.
What about you?
A 400-foot shot.
Definitely the food.
Getting autographs and running the bases.
Play ball! For game times and promos for your 2012 Atlantic League champions, visit LIDucks.com.
I love this game.
Ducks Baseball. It's game time.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Lou Ford steps in for the Long Island Ducks to face the new pitcher for Southern Maryland, their 4th of the night, the left-hander Layson Septimo. And back in early May 1st as a matter of fact, Lou Ford hit a homer off Septimo down in Maryland as part of his 5 RBI game in an 11-1 Long Island Ducks win. Again, that was game 1 of the doubleheader, May 1st, down at Regency Furniture Stadium. 7-3 Ducks as Eduardo Morlan does not get through an inning before departing. And Ford, who's 0 for 3 tonight, stands in. He's got 3 flyouts. Takes low and inside, and the count 2-0. So Lou, yet to extend the league's longest on-base streak this year, 17 games. The league's longest home hitting streak this year, 11 games. That was a big, big 2-run homer by Cody Pucket, though, to make the lead 4 after the Crabs had trimmed it to 2. Getting the outside corner at the knees is Septimo with strike 1. So Eduardo Morlan goes 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned, no walks, 1 strikeout. The big homer by Cody Pucket, his 2nd in 3 nights. 2-1 is foul back to the screen, 2-2. Layson Septimo is the only pitcher who has yet to work out of the bullpen in this series. So now Lance Burkhart has used them all. Septimo, the 28-year-old left-hander from the Dominican Republic, from Santo Domingo, stands 6'1", 200-pounder, former big leaguer. Against a former big leaguer in Ford, and he crushes the breaking ball foul down the left field line. He was out in front of it. Another 2-2 pitch to follow here, lefty to righty. In the dirt for ball 3. Lou Ford overall brought in a 9-game hitting streak. Septimo deals, and Ford rips it into left field for a base hit. So there it is. Lou Ford makes it overall a 10-game hitting streak. Here at home, a 12-game hitting streak, best in the league, only player to do it this year, and now an on-base streak of 18 games. Only player in the league to do that as well, as Lou Ford's amazing season continues for Long Island.
Number 22, Joash Brodeen, number 22.
3 straight 2-out hits for the Ducks now. A Lentini double, followed by the Pucket homer, followed by the Ford single. And here's Joash Brodeen trying to keep the ball rolling, if you will, keep the inning alive. He's 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. Septimo's pitch is an inside strike. 0-1 to Joash. Septimo, no record, an ERA of 12 in 6 relief appearances. 6 innings, 8 hits allowed, 8 runs. Wow, as he struggled. 3 walks, or check that, 6 walks, 3 strikeouts. And the opposition batting .308 against Layson Septimo. Missing in tight here. 1-1 now to Brodeen. Septimo's big league time was in 2012 with the White Sox, 21 relief appearances. Ford at first, and the 1-1 is downstairs for ball 2. 7-3 Ducks in the bottom of the 6th, and the Ducks looking for their first 4-game winning streak of the year, and also in franchise history, it would be home win number 600 if they can do it tonight. Septimo gonna work the brush on the back of the hill there to get some mud out of his cleats, while Brodeen adjusts the Velcro on his batting gloves at the plate. So all these on-base streaks have continued tonight for Long Island, with Lou Ford getting aboard there. Up high with ball 3. So Ford aboard now, as we mentioned, in 18 straight games. Brodeen has extended his on-base streak to 13 games. And Pucket extending his on-base streak to 15 games. Ducks playing their best baseball of the young season. 3-1 is high for ball 4. Another Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Crackerjack Foundation wins. First walk tonight for Septimo. And here comes Lance Burkhart. He is wearing out a path to the mound tonight. Septimo's faced only 2 batters. And is he going to ask for the baseball already? Going to talk to his left-hander at least first here. Well, we can tell you that tonight's crowd was not 4,666. That's how many the Ducks needed to reach the 6 million mark. We'll give you the official attendance later in the game, but we can tell you for sure that on Friday, May 30th, a week from tomorrow, when the Ducks are home again to take on the Patriots, the 522nd fan through the turnstiles will be the 6th millionth fan in franchise history for Long Island. And we'll get all kinds of terrific prizes, a jersey throughout the ceremonial first pitch. You'll be on the scoreboard. You'll be on the website. It's quite an event. There'll be the red carpet arrival. There'll be the confetti when the 6th millionth fan comes through. So again, fan number 522 through the turnstiles a week from tomorrow will be the 6 millionth fan in Ducks history. Here's Randy Ruiz. 2 on, 2 out. Ducks trying to add to a 7-3 lead. They've had 4 straight men reach base with 2 outs. Ruiz tonight 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. Septimo's pitch is fouled, I believe, actually on the backswing there for strike one. 0-1 the count on Randy. Got Ford at second, Brodeen at first. In the air, center field. Suppelt measuring it as he walks to his right. Makes the catch, and the side retired. But not before the Ducks add 2 runs on 3 hits. There was a walk, and they left a pair. 6 in the books in CI. It's Long Island 7 and Southern Maryland 3.
Hi, this is pitcher Jared Lansford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Hey Ducks fans, your recreation destination this year is The Rinks at Hidden Pond Park. The Rinks features 2 full-size ice rinks, a 97-acre summer day camp, a New York State licensed preschool academy, and a wide variety of birthday party options. Learn to skate, join one of many hockey leagues, swim in an Olympic-sized pool, and enjoy all the fun that The Rinks has to offer. Visit us today at 660 Terry Road in Hauppauge, or check us out online at therinks.com. The Rinks, your recreation destination.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Steve Garrison. You're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
I love coming to the stadium. What do you love about a Long Island Ducks game?
The excitement.
The laughter.
The memories.
Spending time with my family.
Watching my grandson's eyes light up.
Dancing with Quacker Jack.
What about you?
A 400-foot shot.
Definitely the food. Getting autographs and running the bases.
Play ball! For game times and promos for your 2012 Atlantic League champions, visit LIDucks.com.
I love this game.
Ducks Baseball. It's game time.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Well, we go to the 7th inning. The Long Island Ducks with a 7-3 lead. For the Ducks, 7 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors. For Southern Maryland, 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors. And Steve Garrison is done for Long Island after 1 inning of relief. He allowed 1 hit. It was a home run by Dave Suppelt. 1 run earned, no walks, and 1 strikeout. And he gives way to one of the other pitchers who has yet to work in the series for Long Island, the 29-year-old right-hander from Queen Creek, Arizona, 6'2", 220-pound Josh Lansford. So, Josh is 29 years old. His brother Jared, who started the game, is 27, and he will try to protect the lead to get his younger brother his first win of the season. And again, first appearance of the series for Josh Lansford, who, just like his brother Jared, has won back-to-back titles with the Ducks in the Atlantic League. And, of course, both are the sons of former Major Leaguer Carney Lansford. So Johnny Bowden, the 9-hitter, to get it going against Josh Lansford as we start the visitors' 7th, with Long Island leading it by 4. And the first pitch, a strike here to Bowden, who has walked and struck out swinging. A 1 coming. And that bounced back to Josh Lansford. He will underhand to first. And 1 away. Josh's last action was in Game 2 of the doubleheader here. Saturday, the 6-4 win over Camden, where he was the winning pitcher in relief.
Jermaine Mitchell, number 20.
So 1 away, and back to the top of the order for Jermaine Mitchell, who is 1 for 2 with an infield single and a walk. Josh Lansford has been lights out for Long Island, 10 relief appearances, 1-0 record, 0.00 earned run average. 11 1/3 innings tossed. He's allowed 8 hits, no runs of any kind. He has walked only 1 and struck out 6. So the Lansford brothers trying to hook up again. And here, meeting on the mound, we can tell you that down in Sugar Land, Texas, the Skeeters lead the York Revolution 2-0 as they play in the 3rd inning. And Tracy McGrady has exited the game. He had a longer outing than his first outing, which was just an inning and a third. Tonight, the former NBA All-Star pitched very well. 2 2/3 innings, only 1 hit allowed, no runs, as this one's popped up by Jermaine Mitchell on the infield. The second baseman, Cody Pucket, making the call and the catch for the second out. So Tracy McGrady works 2 2/3 of 1 hit shutout ball. Control was an issue, though. He had 4 walks in 2 2/3 and no strikeouts. So Tracy McGrady, in his second ever game as a professional pitcher for the Sugar Land Skeeters, has departed in the 3rd inning. But not bad. Other than those 4 walks, you got to be real happy with 2 2/3 of 1 hit shutout ball. Here's Amadeo Zazueta, 0 for 3 tonight, as Josh Lansford tries to make quick work of the Crabs. McGrady threw 58 pitches tonight, 28 strikes. Fouled away, a ball and a strike now on Zazueta. So again, not bad for Tracy McGrady, trying to live his dream and not only be a multiple All-Star in his NBA days, but now be a professional pitcher, starter. And again, he had 12 days between starts. So Gary Gayetti's going to ease him in. And I'm sure he will not pitch against the Ducks in the next 4 nights, although that would be fun. And Kevin Baez said he would welcome it, said he'd love to see Tracy McGrady on the hill. But I don't think that's going to happen. Ball and 2 strikes here to Zazueta as Lansford tries for the 1-2-3 inning. His brother had 2 of them tonight. First 2 to begin the game, as this one's fouled away as well. So again, Sugar Land a 2-0 lead over York, top of the 3rd there. Somerset all over Camden at Campbell's Field in Camden, New Jersey. Patriots an 8-1 lead in the bottom of the 5th. And the Barnstormers trying to sweep the Bluefish in a 4-game set in PA. Have a 3-2 lead in the bottom of the 7th. Here it's 7-3 Ducks in the visitors' 7th. 1-2. Poked to first, under the glove and through the wickets of Randy Ruiz and into right field. So that will be his first error as a Long Island Duck. And the inning continues for Southern Maryland. Major League Baseball. White Sox have put up a 2 spot in the 2nd inning. It's now bottom of the 4th. They lead the Yankees 2-0 in the Windy City. And the Dodgers and Mets tied at 3, mid-7th at Citi Field in Flushing. Kyle Hankert will be the batter. He's 0 for 3 tonight with a strikeout swinging and 2 fly balls to right. Zazueta had a stolen base back in the 5th, so we'll keep an eye on him as Hankert takes strike 1. Lansford's 0-1 pitch. Curveball, mashed foul down the left field line. Oh, he hung it and got away with it. Game 3, Eastern Conference Finals between the Rangers and Canadians at Madison Square Garden, tied at 1 in the 2nd period. First period Ranger goal for Carl Hagelin. Second period Montreal goal for Andre Markov. And Dustin Tokarski, the rookie, tapped on the shoulder by Michel Therrien to play goal again tonight for the Canadiens. Of course, Carey Price injured in that first game, done for the series. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, high heat, he fanned him. And a 1-2-3 are checked that. The error prevented that, but Lansford gets through it, getting 3 outs and 4 hitters with the error. Down at first by Randy Ruiz. So no runs, no hits, an error, 1 man left. Time to stretch at Bethpage Ballpark. Middle of the 7th inning, the Ducks have themselves a 7-3 lead.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Phelant Lentini, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
It's your money, and you have the power to save it. Make a few simple changes, and you can use less electricity and save real money. By installing Energy Star light bulbs and products for your home, you can save hundreds of dollars each year. At PSEG Long Island, we're working hard to serve you in the way you deserve. Check out our energy-saving tips and tools at psegLINY.com/save money.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Steve Garrison. You're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
I love coming to the stadium. What do you love about a Long Island Ducks game?
The excitement.
The laughter.
The memories.
Spending time with my family.
Watching my grandson's eyes light up.
Dancing with Quacker Jack.
What about you?
A 400-foot shot.
Definitely the food. Getting autographs and running the bases.
Play ball! For game times and promos for your 2012 Atlantic League champions, visit liducks.com.
I love this game.
Ducks Baseball. It's game time.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
We go to the bottom of the 7th, the Long Island Ducks with a 7-3 lead, and the 5th pitcher of the night is in for Southern Maryland. It's the left-hander Charlie Manning, and he'll start with Adam Bailey, who's had a great night for Long Island, been aboard all 3 times to the plate, and he takes a called strike. Bailey, a walk, a single, and a homer. He has scored once and driven in a pair. Adam Bailey came in hitting .341 at home this year, and again tonight 2 for 2 with a walk. 0-1. Is poked foul over the netting behind home. 0-2 now on Bailey, so Layson Septimo, the reliever, went just 1/3 of an inning, 1 hit, no runs, a walk, and no strikeouts, and gives way to the lefty, Charlie Manning, who makes his 2nd appearance of the series, also pitched here on Monday night. 0-2 is line in a right field for a base hit, 3rd of the game for Adam Bailey. He will turn first and cruise into second with a stand-up double. So Bailey a triple away from the cycle tonight. What a game for Adam, on base all 4 times.
Castillo, number 27.
Charlie Manning, the 35-year-old left-hander from Winter Haven, Florida, 6'2", 185 pounds for the former big leaguer. In steps Keith Castillo for Long Island. And he takes a breaking ball strike. On Monday night, Charlie Manning, 2/3 of an inning, no hits, no runs, a walk, and no strikeouts. 7-3 Ducks in the home seventh. Castillo 0 for 2 with a sac fly and a run batted in. Swings through it. It's 0-2. Charlie Manning, 9 games, all in relief. 0-1 record, 3.38 ERA. 8 innings pitched, 6 hits allowed. 5 walks, 8 strikeouts, and the opposition hitting .214 against him. Down and in. Good stop by the catcher, Johnny Bowden, and it's ball 1. One and 2, the count now on Castillo. Manning's pitch, grounded fair down the left field line and into the corner. Turning third is Adam Bailey. He will score. Keith Castillo into second with an RBI double, and it is 8-3 Long Island. Castillo with his second run batted in of the evening. So the Ducks starting to get some of those runs back. They had a 5-0 lead through 3 innings. Watched Southern Maryland get within 2 at 5-3, and now have gotten 3 runs back. So the lead is right back to its largest portion, 5 runs. Back-to-back doubles to greet Charlie Manning. Here's Chris McClendon in a lefty-lefty. And he will step off. McClendon 0 for 2 with a walk. So the Ducks have gotten all 3 runs back they gave up. And here he pops it up. Third base side, in foul territory is Craig Ziegler to make the catch for the first out.
Turn the music up, turn the lights down, in my zone. Shortstop, number 12, Dan Lyons, number 12.
So here's Dan Lyons. He is 1 for 3 tonight with a single and a run scored. He's got Keith Castillo at second base with 1 away. Charlie Manning's only big league action came back in 2008 with the Washington Nationals when they used him 57 times in relief. 1-3 record and a 5.14 ERA for Manning, who's in his 4th year now with the Blue Crabs. Ball 1 to Dan Lyons. How about this? We told you earlier about Eduardo Morlan. This one well hit to left field by Lyons. Going back is Kyle Hankard on the warning track. Makes the running catch in fair territory and then crosses over into foul. And Castillo really had to hustle to get back into his second base to avoid being doubled off. Oh, did Dan Lyons give it a ride there? The pole's at 325. He hit it about 315 feet down the left field line, but a great catch by Hankard. Kind of unusual, talking about Eduardo Morlan, the fact that back in 2011, he gave up Ray Navarrette's 99th home run as a Duck. Well, the guy on the mound right now, Charlie Manning, gave up Ray Navarrette's 100th home run as a Long Island Duck back in 2011. Here's Phelan Lentini, who's had a great night. He is 3 for 4, has scored a pair of runs and driven in 1 and stolen his 10th base of the year in 10 tries. Been perfect. A perfect 10 on the base paths is Phelan Lentini. Manning's pitch, behind the back, gets away from the catcher Bowden, and Castillo will take third.
Everybody clap your hands.
So Phelan 3 for 4 with 2 runs in and an RBI. And Charlie Manning completely behind his back on a wild pitch That moves Castillo to third base. "8-3 Ducks in the 7th. 1-0 the count to Phelant. That's low, ball 2. Manning peering in to Johnny Bowden, his catcher, set away from the letters, pitching from the stretch, and he misses low and inside with ball 3. Ducks with 13 hits, Southern Maryland only 4 tonight. It's in there for a strike as he backdoored him with some hard breaking stuff. 3-1 now to Lentini. Windmills the bat, brings it up above the right shoulder, waggles it. 3-1. Foul back into the club seats in the upper deck. Everybody down below waiting for a bounce, and it did come out. So payoff pitch coming to Lentini. Way outside, ball 4. Another Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quackerjack Foundation wins.
Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Remember, every time a Long Island Ducks batter walks here at home, the Quackerjack Foundation wins.
The first walk of the night
Number 2, Cody Pucket, number 2.
for Charlie Manning. And here is Cody Pucket, who's had himself a night. RBI double back in the first, 2-run homer to left in the 6th. Also been hit by a pitch and flied out to right, so he's officially 2 for 3. Double homer, runs scored, 3 batted in. Boy, it has been 3 amazing nights in a row now for Cody Pucket. Tuesday, his first homer as a Duck. Last night, the waddle-off game-winning double in the bottom of the 12th, and now this big night tonight at the plate. Up and away, misses Manning with ball 1. Cody Pucket really putting it together. He had his 11-game hitting streak come to an end here Monday as he went 0 for 3 and worked out a walk. But since then, he's been right back on fire. Takes a curve, backdoor for a strike, and it's 1-1. So now hits in 14 of his last 15 games, and he's been on base all 15. Runners at the corners and 2 away. Loops it back to the netting for strike 2. "8-3 Ducks in the 7th. Long Island trying to go to 3 games over 500 for the first time this year. Also have their first 4-game winning streak of the season. 1-2. In the air to right field. Jermaine Mitchell moving over towards the line, lines it up, and makes the grab. But the Ducks do add a run on 2 hits. There was a walk, and 2 men left. To the 8th we go on the island. It's the Flock 8 and the Crabs 3.
Hey fans, this is catcher Keith Castillo, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicoloc paving stones and walls. Nicoloc's specially formulated paver shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicoloc. Visit the Nicoloc Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicoloc.com.
Let Nicoloc paver, let Nicoloc pavers pave your way.
Life without Ducks baseball.
Emily, quit texting. James, get off the iPad. Honey, pick a channel.
Life with Ducks baseball.
Bethpage Ballpark is set, Quacker Jack is ready, and the flock is prepared to defend their title. All we need is you. For game times, promos, and tickets, visit liducks.com.
It's a blast. Now that's more like it.
Long Island Ducks Baseball. Life is better here.
Hey fans, this is right-hand pitcher Fernando Hernandez, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Steve Garrison. You're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
I love coming to the stadium. What do you love about a Long Island Ducks game?
The excitement. The laughter.
The memories.
Spending time with my family.
Watching my grandson's eyes light up.
Dancing with Quacker Jack.
What about you?
A 400-foot shot.
Definitely the food. Getting autographs and running the bases.
Play ball! For game times and promos for your 2012 Atlantic League champions, visit liducks.com.
I love this game.
Ducks Baseball. It's game time.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Well, we go to inning number 8. The Long Island Ducks with an 8-3 lead, and the fourth hurler of the night is on the hill for Long Island. He is the right-hander John Malone. Josh Lansford went 1 inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout before giving way to the 29-year-old from Shawnee, Kansas. He stands 6'3", 225-pound John Malone, who made his season debut here Tuesday night in the 5-0 win for Long Island. He went 1 inning, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, and no strikeouts. So John Malone to face the cleanup man, Craig Ziegler, to get inning number 8 underway here tonight at Bethpage Ballpark. Righty, and the first pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. Malone pitched for the Ducks back in 2012, where he was 4-0 with a 0.99 earned run average, and got himself signed away by the Yankees in late June. 0-1. Bounced to the left side, but foul. 0-2 now on Ziegler, who's 0 for 3 in the game. Well, again, we'll preview the upcoming road trip for the Ducks as they'll head out to Sugar Land, Texas. Actually, 2:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. The bus arrives to begin the journey down to Sugar Land. And to say the Ducks struggled at Constellation Field last year would be an understatement. Last year, for the first time ever in their 14-year history, the Ducks went to a visiting ballpark for a full season and didn't win a single game. That had never happened in their previous 14 years in the Atlantic League, or previous 13 prior to last year. But last year, they went 0-10 in Sugar Land, Texas. So they got something to work on, but obviously the Skeeters were a much different team last year, as Sugar Land set a league record a year ago with 95 wins in the year, finished 50 games over 500, and this year right now they're sitting at 3 games under 500. 1-2 to Craig Ziegler. Is up high, try to check his swing, did, said first base umpire David Speranza. And the count 2-2, and the Ducks didn't do much better here at home. They were 3-7 against Sugar Land. So last year they were 3-17 against the Skeeters, and that was their fewest wins ever in a season series against the team as well. So first meeting of the year between the Ducks and Skeeters tomorrow night at 8:05 down in beautiful Sugar Land, Texas. Grounded to third. Chris McClendon on a couple of hops with a long throw and got it on target to Randy Ruiz for the first down. And that is my favorite ballpark, not only in the Atlantic League, but any minor league ballpark. Constellation Field, the most beautiful minor league park I have ever seen.
Number 2, Jake Opitz. Number 2.
And 2 seasons ago, I had the thrill of going down there with Michael Pollock, as we both had a chance to be there for the Roger Clemens game. Remember when Roger Clemens pitched against the Long Island Ducks? That was an unbelievable night. ESPN was there. Cover the game live. Ray Navarrete and Matt Esquivel got the 2 hits off the Rocket. Jake Opitz in for the Blue Crabs here. And missing high is Malone with ball 1. So again, Sugarland Skeeters Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. The Ducks will be in Texas tomorrow at 8:05, Saturday at 7:05. Sunday and Monday afternoon, a 3:05 first pitch with my partner Michael Pollock heading south. Outside, Mrs. Malone with ball 2. Ducks went 4-6 at Constellation Field the first year of Skeeters baseball, but again 0-10 last year. In that ballpark, they're now 4-16 in the 2 years that Sugarland's been in the league. But I remember a couple of years ago, I have to look it up. This one skied foul out of play down the left field line. I'll get out the media guide here to dig it out. But I remember the Ducks having it come down to the last game of the year. I believe it was twice it happened in Atlantic City, if memory serves me right. The Ducks had it come down to the very last game of the year before they finally won a game at the old Sandcastle down in Atlantic City. But they had never gone a whole year in a visiting park without winning at least one game. Check swing here on a pitch up high for ball 3. Yeah, I pull out the media guide here. When the Ducks were playing the Atlantic City Surf in 2004, they went 1-8 at the Sandcastle, won the last game of the year there. And then in 2005, 1-7, won the last game of the year there to avoid being shut out in a visiting ballpark. One of those years, too, I believe, was a doubleheader where they lost the first game and then won the second. 3-1 to Opitz is low and away for ball 4, and Malone has lost them. So Opitz aboard for the first time tonight, a 1-out runner for Dave Suppelt, who is 2 for 3.
Number 4, Dave Suppelt. Number 4.
With a single, a homer, 2 runs scored, and 1 driven in. Suppelt tonight is playing in just his 6th game as a Blue Crab, and that long ball was his first homer. He now has hits, though, in all 6 games. Good start for Suppelt to his Crabs career. First pitch to him. Grounded to short, should be 2. Lions to Pucket for 1. Oh, but Cody couldn't hold it. He dropped it, and everybody is safe. So Cody Pucket, let alone turn 2, not able to get the first out as he could not get a hold of that underhand toss, which was a little bit low from Dan Lyons. And I believe that's going to be an error on Pucket, the second baseman. So everybody's safe.
Blue Crabs first base for number 38, Jose Julio Ruiz, number 38.
First and second now with 1 away, and it is an error on Cody Pucket. Here's Jose Julio Ruiz, 1 for 3 tonight with a single and a run scored. Waggling the bat, ready to attack the ball as he has all series. And Malone with a changeup wide for ball 1. Thinking he was sitting fastball, pretty good idea for John Malone. Opitz is at second, Suppelt at first. 1-0 with 1 out. And Ruiz wants time here. We talked about that monstrous home run he hit here Monday night. A solo shot over both walls and right in the top of the 8th that got the Crabs back within 2 at 5-3. You can get them back within 2 again with a homer here. Launches it to center field. Phelan Lentini, though, has it played as he drifts in and puts it away for the second out. So again, first 4 games on the 7-game trip for the Ducks in Sugar Land, Texas. And then they'll head to Lancaster, PA for the remainder of the trip next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Ducks are 2-4 against the Barnstormers this year. They were swept here in a 3-game series, but in Lancaster they won 2 of 3. Ducks have actually won their last 2 series on the road. They've won 2 of 3 in Lancaster, 2 and 3 in Bridgeport on the most recent trip, and they are 7-4 on the road this year, and they've won 3 of their 4 road series. Here's John DiZamba standing in, 2 outs, 2 on, and he puts it the other way down the left field line, foul. So again, coming into this series, the Ducks were 3-7 at home, 7-4 on the road. But now with a win tonight, if they can hold on, they'll be back to 500 at home. And still a 7-4 mark away from Bethpage Ballpark. Still have work to do, though. 4 more outs to record in this game tonight. John Malone to DiZamba at 0-1. Time called. So a tough trip for the Ducks. Again, a ballpark last year where they didn't win a single game in 10 tries in Texas. And then facing a team in the Barnstormers that right now is the best in the Atlantic League at 17-8 and leading the league in essentially every offensive category. And tonight going for a sweep of the Bridgeport Bluefish. Big Memorial Day weekend on the road for Long Island. A little unusual. I think the Ducks are usually home for Memorial Day weekend, if memory serves me correctly. As here, DiZamba fouls it over the screen back behind home for strike 2. I think it's a little unusual to not have a Memorial Day weekend game, or at least a fireworks show, around Memorial Day here at the good old Duck Pond. What an important road trip, and Kevin Baez saying one of the most important of the year, because when they come home, they've got 3 straight against the Somerset Patriots, the team they're chasing right now for first place atop the Liberty Division. 0-2. Bounced to short for Dan Lyons. He will step on the bag himself at second, beat Suppelt there, and retire the side. No runs, no hits, a walk, an error, 2 men left. To the bottom of the 8th we go on Long Island. It remains the Long Island Ducks 8 and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 3.
Hey fans, this is outfielder and hitting coach Lou Ford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
James Simmons is going back. He is looking up, and on Park in the Park Night, that one is gone and reaches a kennel in Central Islip.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Steve Garrison. You're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
I love coming to the stadium. What do you love about a Long Island Ducks game?
The excitement. The laughter.
The memories.
Spending time with my family.
Watching my grandson's eyes light up.
Dancing with Quackerjack.
What about you?
A 400-foot shot.
Definitely the food. Getting autographs and running the bases.
Play ball! For game times and promos for your 2012 Atlantic League champions, visit liducks.com.
I love this game.
Ducks Baseball. It's game time.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Well, we go to the bottom of the 8th. The Ducks with an 8-3 lead. And again, Duck fans, the Ducks return home here a week from tomorrow, Friday, May 30th, when they welcome in the Somerset Patriots. And the 522nd fan through the turnstiles will be the 6 millionth fan to visit Bethpage Ballpark in the 15-year history of the Long Island Ducks, and we'll get all kinds of prizes. A week from Saturday, May the 31st, it's a pyrotechnical fireworks extravaganza. And then a week from Sunday, an appearance by Peppa Pig here at the ballpark. A big 3-game series against the first-place Somerset Patriots begins a week from tomorrow night when the 6 millionth fan will come through the turnstiles. Get your ticket to the Bethpage Ballpark box office online at liducks.com. Over the phone, 631-940-TIXX. Lefty Charlie Manning departs. He worked an inning, 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned, 1 walk, no strikeouts, and is replaced by the 6th pitcher of the night for the Crabs, the right-hander Eric Massingham. So Massingham in, Lou Ford, or check that. It is Joash Brodeen to begin. Check that. The Ducks actually going for a pinch hitter here in Anthony Arminio. So Arminio getting a chance to come in the game here, and a swinging strike for him there. And now a pop-up on the infield. The shortstop, Zasueta, making the call. Drifting with it. Boy, stuck out the glove and made a basket catch. And Anthony Arminia batting for Lou Ford there as a pinch hitter. Lou is the DH tonight, pops out.
Joash Brodeen, number 22.
So Lou Ford finished at 1 for 4 with a single, but again extended all those streaks he had, which again are the longest on-base streak in the league at 18 games and the longest home hitting streak in the league at 12, and his overall hitting streak at 10 before the hitting coach got the rest of the night off. Here's Joash Brodeen, and he takes a called strike, 0-1.
Oh, they did?
So Kevin Baez giving some of his players a little work here in the late innings with a 5-run lead as Arminia gets an at-bat. Arminio, actually that was his first home game of the season. His only other 2 appearances were both in Lancaster, May 9th and May 11th for Anthony Arminio. Brodeen 1 for 3 tonight with a single, a walk, and a run scored. And here, bounces it to first. Jose Julio Ruiz takes it to the bag. Quickly 2 gone.
Log out the first baseman, number 50, Randy Ruiz, number 50.
Here's Randy Ruiz, 1 for 4 with a single and a run scored. 8-3 Ducks in the last of the 8th, trying to sweep the 4-game series from Southern Maryland. Eric Massingham, the big righty, deals. And then on the ground to second for DeZamba. Gobbles it up, flips to first, and 1-2-3 go the Ducks. We head in the 9th. Ducks trying to wrap it up. They lead by 5.
Hi, this is Joash Brodeen, first baseman, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Clarion Hotel and Conference Center in Ronkonkoma. Uncover the perfect balance of memorable, award-winning service and the most central location Long Island has to offer. The Clarion Hotel and Conference Center is located less than a quarter mile from the Islip MacArthur Airport with a state-of-the-art health and fitness center, high-speed internet access, a world-class outdoor pool, and the great food and fun inside the Brickyard Bar and Grill. There's never been a better time to visit the Clarion Hotel and Conference Center. Best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Clarion Hotel and Conference Center, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 585-9500 today. That's 631-585-9500.
Hi, I'm former Major Leaguer John Franco. Growing up in Brooklyn, I dreamed of playing professional baseball. My dad, a city employee, worked hard so I could live out that dream. The team at MCU is a lot like my dad. They're New Yorkers you can count on, and they'll work hard to help you reach your financial goals.
Municipal Credit Union has a full range of financial services that make sense in today's economy. Join today. Call 1-866-JOIN-MCU or visit nymcu.org.
MCU, strong, trusted, growing.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Steve Garrison. You're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
I love coming to the stadium.
What do you love about a Long Island Ducks game?
The excitement.
The laughter.
The memories.
Spending time with my family.
Watching my grandson's eyes light up.
Dancing with Quacker Jack.
What about you?
A 400-foot shot.
Definitely the food. Getting autographs and running the bases.
Play ball! For game times and promos for your 2012 Atlantic League champions, visit liducks.com.
I love this game.
Ducks Baseball. It's game time.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Well, we go to the top of the ninth. Ducks with a 5-run lead. 8-3 is our score. And the fifth pitcher of the night for Long Island is on. It is Jeremy Accardo, the right-hander. Replaces righty John Malone. 1 inning, no hits, no runs, a walk, no strikeouts. Johnny Bowden to get it going for Southern Maryland, their 9-hitter. Broken bat pop-up. Dan Lyons, the shortstop, out in a short center field to put it away. 1 pitch, 1 piece of lumber shattered, 1 out. Jeremy Accardo, the 32-year-old right-hander from Gilbert, Arizona, 6 foot tall, 185-pounder, first year with Long Island, first year in the Atlantic League, and the 11th year of pro ball for the former big leaguer of over 250 games with the Giants, the Blue Jays, the Orioles, the Indians, and most recently, the Oakland A's back in 2012. So Ducks trying to wrap it up with a 5-run lead, go to Accardo, who also worked in this series last night. Top of the order for Jermaine Mitchell, and he sees strike 1. Accardo last night an inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts in the 12-inning victory for Long Island. 0-1. Swung through, 0-2 to Mitchell, who is 1 for 3 with an infield single and a walk. Accardo set his pitch. Check swing. He went around, said third base umpire Richard Katz. And the Ducks are an out away. So last hope is Amadeo Zazueta. 0 for 3. Oh, check that. 0 for 4 tonight. 0 for 4 tonight for Southern Maryland, on the verge of being swept. The Ducks going to go to 6-0 in the season series against the Blue Crabs. Foul away down the right field line. And if there's no further scoring in those 6 games, the Ducks will have outscored Southern Maryland 35-10. Overall, it's going to be 9 straight Duck wins over the Crabs dating back to last year's playoffs, and they will have won 11 of the last 12 meetings between the teams. Complete domination for the Ducks over Southern Maryland. Up and in for ball 1. Jeremy Accardo needs 1 more out. 8-3 Ducks in the 9th. Zazueta at 1-1. Breaking ball hit into center field. Lentini into right center will make the catch. And the Long Island Ducks have defeated the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs by the final score of 8-3. They sweep the 4-game series. They have their first 4-game winning streak of the season, and they pick up home win number 600 in franchise history here tonight. They are out to celebrate on the infield. The final score, the Long Island Ducks 8 and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 3. We'll be back to talk about it on the postgame show.
Hi, this is reliever Leo Rosales, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey Ducks fans, your recreation destination this year is The Rinks at Hidden Pond Park. The Rinks features 2 full-size ice rinks, a 97-acre summer day camp, a New York State licensed preschool academy, and a wide variety of birthday party options. Learn to skate, join one of many hockey leagues, swim in an Olympic-sized pool, and enjoy all the fun that The Rinks has to offer. Visit us today at 660 Terry Road in Hauppauge, or check us out online at therinks.com. The Rinks, your recreation destination.
All 2,000 of us at PSEG Long Island care deeply about our communities. Our company has a long-standing commitment to giving back. And our people, along with our energy efficiency and renewable energy programs, are helping to improve the businesses and towns we all call home. Learn more about how we're working together to better serve our communities. Visit us at psegLINY.com/community.
Chris King back at Bethpage Ballpark, where the Long Island Ducks have completed the 4-game sweep of the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. And you have to remember, prior to this series beginning, the Ducks had only won 3 home games all year in 10 tries. But they sweep the 4-game set from Southern Maryland, as Monday night it was a 5-3 win. Tuesday night a 5-0 win. Last night they win it 3-2 in 12 innings. And tonight they build an early 5-0 lead after 3 innings. Watch Southern Maryland get within 2 in the middle frames, but then get 3 back late to win by 5 in the end. So great job by the Ducks. As we mentioned, their first 4-game winning streak of the year, their first sweep at home of any series. In fact, their first win of a series at home all year long. They go to 3 games over 500 for the first time all year. And again, they win the 600th home game in franchise history here tonight. Well, they did it, again, with 5 early runs and 3 late runs. And there were a lot of heroes tonight for the Ducks. But we are going to select 3 players as our Nicolak players of the game. One of those, the starting pitcher, Jared Lansford. Looking for his first win of the year, he got it. 5 innings of 3-hit, 2-run ball. Neither of those runs was earned. He walked 3 and struck out 3. Offensively, Adam Bailey is one of our Nicolak co-players of the game. 3 for 4 tonight with 2 runs scored, 2 batted in. He was a triple away from the cycle, had a single, a double, and a home run. And Cody Pucket also had a big game for Long Island, as he was 2 for 4 with a double, a homer, 3 runs batted in, and a run scored. So Pucket, Bailey, and Jared Lansford are Nicolak players of the game. They share Nicolak player of the game honors. Nicolak retaining walls and paving stones, a company synonymous with quality and service in the manufactured concrete industry for almost 50 years. We'll be back with the recap of tonight's game. We'll fill you in on the out-of-town scoreboard, preview the road trip ahead, and we'll wrap this one up. Again, the Ducks win it here tonight by the final score of 8-3.
Hey fans, this is outfielder John Myers, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicolak paving stones and walls. Nicolak's specially formulated paver shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicolak. Visit the Nicolak Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicolak.com.
Let Nicolak paver, let Nicolak pavers pave your way.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Clarion Hotel and Conference Center in Ronkonkoma. Uncover the perfect balance of memorable, award-winning service and the most central location Long Island has to offer. The Clarion Hotel and Conference Center is located less than a quarter mile from the Islip MacArthur Airport with a state-of-the-art health and fitness center, high-speed internet access, a world-class outdoor pool, and the great food and fun inside the Brickyard Bar and Grill. There's never been a better time to visit the Clarion Hotel and Conference Center. Best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Clarion Hotel and Conference Center, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 585-9500 today. That's 631-585-9500.
Chris King back one final time to Bethpage Ballpark, where tonight the Long Island Ducks defeat the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs by the final score of 8-3. Time now for the recap of tonight's contest. Pair number 21s, both right-handers, going head-to-head to begin it tonight. Jared Lansford for Long Island against Ian Marshall for Southern Maryland. Well, the Ducks got a first inning run, just 2 batters in as Phelan Lentini singled up the middle to open the game. Cody Pucket doubled to right center to drive him home, and the Ducks had a 1-0 lead after 1. Adam Bailey would lead off the second with a solo homer to right center, his team leading 5th of the year, and it was 2-0 in favor of Long Island. Phelan Lentini would have an RBI single that plated Dan Lyons, and the Ducks had a 3-0 lead after 2 innings of play. Long Island would knock Marshall out of the game in the 3rd inning as Adam Bailey would have another RBI hit, this time a single that brought home Joe Ash Brodeen. Keith Castillo would add a sac fly. It was 5-0 Long Island, and Marshall, unable to get the final out of the inning, was pulled at 2 2/3 of 8 hit, 5-run ball, 1 walk, and no strikeout. So it was 5-0 Long Island after 3 innings of play. Jared Lansford retired the first 7 batters he faced to open this game, but 1 out into the 3rd, walked the bases loaded before striking out Sasueta and getting hankered to fly out. So he went to the 4th, and again Long Island had that 5-0 lead, but Southern Maryland would pick up 2 runs on an error by Dan Lyons, the shortstop for Long Island, on a ground ball hit by John DeZamba. It allowed both Dave Sepult and Jose Julio Ruiz to score, and Southern Maryland had closed within 3 at 5-2. Stayed that way through the end of 5 innings when Jared Lansford would depart at the 5-inning mark. 3 hits, 2 runs, both unearned, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Krebs would pick up a run in the top of the 6th against reliever Steve Garrison as Dave Suppelt would hit his first home run as a Blue Crab, a solo shot to left, and suddenly it was a 2-run game as Southern Maryland was within a pair at 5-3. But the Ducks would get 2 of those back in the bottom of the 6th inning as Cody Pucket would launch a 2-run homer to right field to give the Ducks a 2-run push back as Phelan Lentini had doubled, came home on the home run, and the Ducks made it 7-3 after 6 innings of play. Second homer in 3 nights for Cody Pucket. Long Island would get that final run back in the 7th inning on an RBI double by Keith Castillo that brought home Adam Bailey, and the final score would be 8-3 in favor of Long Island. The final numbers for the Ducks: 8 runs, 13 hits, 4 errors. They leave 9. For Southern Maryland, 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and they strand 8. The winner is Jared Lansford. He goes to 1-0 on the year. The loser, Ian Marshall, he drops to 2-3. And the game played in 3 hours and 20 minutes before a crowd of 4,144. The Ducks now are 522 fans away from that magical number of 6 million, which will happen in their next home game a week from tomorrow when they welcome in the Somerset Patriots at 7:05. So with the victory, Long Island goes to 14-11 on the year, 3 games over 500 for the first time all year. Overall, they've won 4 straight. That is a season high. They've also won 5 of their last 6. Meanwhile, with the loss, Southern Maryland drops to 10-16. The Crabs have dropped 4 in a row and 9 of their last 10. Ducks lead the season series 6-0 over Southern Maryland. They've outscored them 35-10 in those 6 games. Overall, the Ducks have won 9 straight games between the 2 teams and 11 of the last 12 dating back to last season. The Ducks finish a very impressive 7-game homestand at 5-2 and again pick up their 600th home win in franchise history here tonight in impressive style. So the Ducks get it done. We're checking on that out-of-town scoreboard for you as the Somerset Patriots are all over the Camden River Sharks at Campbell's Field right now. They're still playing in the 9th inning. The Patriots with a 14-1 lead over the River Sharks. So Somerset will take 3 of 4 in that series and remain 2.5 games better than the Long Island Ducks. The Patriots atop the Liberty Division, the Ducks in 2nd place. Other games in progress in Lancaster, PA. The Barnstormers trying to sweep the 4-game set from the Bluefish. That one is tied at 3 in the top of the 10th inning. And down in Sugar Land, Texas, the Skeeters lead the York Revolution 4-3. The Revs have won 2 of the first 3. That game's in the bottom of the 6th. And yes, Tracy McGrady did start again tonight, the former NBA All-Star for Sugar Land, and went 2 2/3 of 1-hit shutout ball, had 4 walks and no strikeouts. Again, that game still in progress. Both the Mets and Yankees in action tonight, and we'll go to their games, get you the latest update. Mets with a 5-3 lead, trying to close it out now, top of the 9th over the Dodgers at Citi Field. And the Yankees once again in Chicago, trailing the White Sox, though, as they move from the north side to the south. The White Sox a 2-0 lead over the Yankees, who have only one hit in the game, as that one has reached the bottom of the 7th. Rangers and Canadians, Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals at Madison Square Garden. Rangers lead the series 2-0, but that game 1-1 after 2 periods of play. We'll make sure that is the latest update. Yep, they are going to the 3rd there. Carl Hagelin, the Ranger goal. Andrei Markov, the Canadian goal. So a big series for the Ducks, who, again, before this series began, they'd only won 3 home games all year, the fewest home wins in the Atlantic League. In 10 tries, they had 3 home wins. Instead, now they rattled off 4 straight wins at home and really go down to Sugar Land, Texas with momentum. Again, a Skeeter team that a year ago won 95 games and finished 50 games over 500, only to be knocked out in the opening round of the playoffs by Somerset. Right now is 3 games under 500, so they clearly are struggling. But the Ducks, again, for the first time in team history, did not win a game at a visiting ballpark last year down at beautiful Constellation Field. They were 0-10. So Long Island tonight will hang out at the ballpark for a few hours, rest up after this one, and at 2:30 in the morning, the bus will arrive to begin their journey to Newark Airport, and then the flight down to Houston, Texas for the 8:05 game tomorrow night. Right-hander John Brownell on the hill for Long Island. He's 1-3 on the year with a 6.00 ERA, and for the Skeeters, righty Matt Wright will go. He's 1-4 on the year with a 5.66 earned run average. So 2 pitchers who've had a lot of success in this league, in Brownell and Wright, but both have struggled this year. So 4 games down in Texas for the Ducks for the Memorial Day weekend. Again, 8:05 tomorrow, 7:05 on Saturday, and then 3:05 matinees. That's Eastern time on both Sunday and Memorial Day Monday. Then they'll head on to Lancaster, PA, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and be back home a week from tomorrow, Friday, May 30th, to take on the Patriots in a battle for first place, and they'll welcome in their 6th millionth fan in franchise history. It could be you. All the fanfare that goes along with it. Just be fan number 522 through the turnstiles, and you will be that lucky fan. That'll do it from here. Once again, the final score tonight from Bethpage Ballpark in Central Islip, New York. It was the Long Island Ducks 8 and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 3. We do invite you to join us for our next Long Island Ducks broadcast. That'll be tomorrow night when the Ducks visit the Sugar Land Skeeters to kick off a 4-game series and a 7-game road trip. The pregame show starts at 7:50 p.m. We'll throw the first pitch at 8:05, and you'll take it all in on Long Island's home for news, traffic, weather, and Ducks baseball. We'll be back on our flagship radio station, 103.9 LI News Radio, and, of course, always here at liducks.com and youtube.com/DucksBaseball. I'm Chris King saying thanks so much for listening. We'll do it all over again tomorrow night from Texas with my partner, Michael Pollack. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday evening, everybody, and good night from the Duck Pond.